Guys, like the vid, guys, like the vid, like the vid, like the vid, guys. Subscribe, smash the like button. Smash that freaking like button, guys. Smash the like button, like the vid. Like the vid, guys, like the vid, like the vid. Subscribe, smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button. So, guys, we're gonna be talking about Arsenal choking the league. I'm gonna combine it with Arsenal and Mikel Arteta in terms of the league, in terms of bottling the league again. We're gonna talk about Kane, Tottenham Hotspur losing to Brentford. We're gonna talk about Kane's future. We're gonna combine Thomas Tuchel and Bayern Munich together in terms of what next for the Bundesliga and Tuchel future. We're also gonna talk about and my massive congratulations to Manchester City of winning the Premier League title. They have not even kicked the ball; they have won the league. I keep telling people I have to congratulate Man City for winning the league because that is how champions does. So my massive congratulations to Manchester City winning the Premier League title. That is 4 in 5 now. They have won the league back to back, back to back, back to back, 3 times in a row. Massive, massive, massive congratulations to them. Smash that like button, guys. Smash the like button. I have so much to talk about Arsenal because I said it from the beginning of the season on this show. Arsenal fan can win the league, whether I would like it or what. I will say it, but I will keep saying it again. But guys, we're on the road to 3K subscriber and possibly gonna get to 5K and 10K. Guys, smash the like button, guys. Smash that like button. Like the vid, like that damn vid. Subscribe, guys. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. My people are on a day now, like the vid, guys. It's a Saturday hangout, like the vid. Smash that like button, guys. So we're gonna talk about Arsenal and Mikel Arteta combined together in terms of Arsenal players, the fan base, the manager himself. Like I have a different analogy about it. We're gonna talk about Kane, his future, sports, and everything. Thomas Tuchel Bayern in terms of the bottling the Bundesliga title to Borussia Dortmund. We're gonna talk about that. And we're gonna talk about and my congratulations to Manchester City fans, the players, everybody, in terms of them winning the league. And I've said it from day one. Arsenal cannot win the league for me. People say I'm being salty, I am biased, I'm this. I'm not being biased, I'm not being salty. I have seen this script before. This is not the first time I've seen this script before. When you're playing it with a team of Pep Guardiola and Manchester City, who knows how to win the league, you have to be consistent. Yes, Arsenal were consistent, but their consistency for me is not based on the not based on the manager for me, it's based on the players of individual. Because Arteta for me, I said it already, is a part-time manager. He's not even a legend of Arsenal, he's a part-time. And when you have a part-time manager as your coach, how do you expect a part-time worker to work very hard? He's not going to put his mind into work. He's going to be working as a part-time because he's not earning more money. That's what I look at Mikel Arteta. Yes, they've done very well. But I have to remind you guys, last season, Arsenal bottled the top 4. They didn't make the UCL. This season, they have bottled the league. Arsenal doesn't like to call it bottle. It is the reality of life. They have bottled the league, whether we like it or not. So, serious conversation will have to be about that. And I say it again, this is the chance for Arsenal to win the league. Next season is over. City will improve. Liverpool will come back. Chelsea will come back. Manchester United, you see those 4 teams are coming back. So, Arsenal is not even the condition of winning the league.
How could you forget Newcastle? Because that's what I said today.
Yes, thank you very much, Adam. Newcastle. Lord have mercy. If they enter the Champions League trouble, I am finished because they have the Qatari owners. Now, Arsenal enter the Champions League squad. If they might be facing Bayern, Madrid, PSG is game over. They are coming back home. So I keep telling people, Arsenal can play sexy football. They can do that rubbish. But the reality of life is, this team is not good enough, and the manager for me is not the manager that can propel them to win the Premier League or the Champions League. But Arsenal fans will not say the truth because they sell themselves out for mediocrity. And I'll say it again: it's Arsenal. I'm not surprised. Am I shocked? No. I expect this to happen because I don't believe they're gonna win the league from day one, and I've been vindicated already. So Arsenal fans, you don't need to get angry. You caused this to yourself because your fan base hype up your team, hype up the manager. So you caused this yourself. So Adam, how you doing?
Congratulations. I'm doing well. You know it is. I would have showed a little bit of sympathy for Arsenal fans.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what it is? That sympathy went as soon as, because I remember I told Arsenal fans, in the beginning of the season, I questioned them. I said to them, listen, when the tough gets going, because they were winning. And they asked me, are you going to win the league? Are you going to win the league? I said to them, listen, when the tough times come, and it means business, City could go on the run when it means it. And then they questioned me, say, when is that going to happen? When is that going to happen? I said to them, listen, if that's the case, I'll keep my mouth quiet. I'll let the football do the talking. And I did. I kept my mouth quiet. I let the football talking. I let the football do the talking. Because they told me they're gonna beat me in the FA Cup. They didn't. They said, when we go to the Emirates, we'll beat you. I beat them at the Emirates. They said, when we go to the Etihad, we'll beat you. I beat them 3 times in a row. I know it is. In the title race, if you cannot beat your title race rival, I don't see how you win the league. Because with Liverpool, I think the season that they won it, I think they beat us at the Anfield. But I think we won at the Etihad. At least win one game out of the 2. But to lose both of them by 3 goals or more says a lot. And especially the worst one was at the Emirates. And what some Arsenal fans will tell you is that the Liverpool game is a point gain rather than a 2 points drop. Okay, if that's the case, forget about that one. What about the West Ham one? So is that another point gain or is that 2 points drop? How about Southampton one? You lost. But the Liverpool one and the West Ham one were the 2 worst ones because you were 2-0 up. How do you just lose a game when you're 2-0 up? It don't make sense because if that's say a City or the Barcelonas of Pep, when they get that second goal or the third goal, they're going for another goal. They want to kill off the game. But you're never satisfied. You should never be satisfied with your laurels with 2 goals because it's easy when a team, the opponent, if say they score a goal, that's 1 goal that they need to get to get a draw. So never be satisfied with your laurels when you're 2-0 up because anything is possible. What is to say that your opponent gets a penalty and that's 2-1? So they could end up going to win the game.
Yeah, good. Keyman, Arsenal bottling the league with as Arteta and the fan base. Your take, brother. Keyman, talk.
Hello, assalamu alaikum. How are you guys?
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
How's everyone? Before we start, just wait. I want us to start on a high note,
Okay.
Just 1 minute. I want us to start on a high. We have to celebrate. Today is a very good day.
No problem.
It's a very good day.
Go ahead.
Abdullah.
What is this?
Yeah?
Anyone,
you don't know that song? You don't know that banger? That is
top. Banger, you were waiting. I will play the music.
What?
I just came in. I was let it looked like something that used to summon the gods. What music is that?
You don't know this song? Abdullah doesn't know this song.
Music.
It was the Arsenal song they sing for Indian Ketia. It was in Ketia good that scored. It was a goal against which club was that?
Was it Man United?
I think it was on United where it was like in Ketia in the mood that scored the last minute goal.
That header.
They beat United in the Emirates Stadium.
You know that song?
That was the song Arsenal created for Indian Ketia.
I think it was the first game after Jesus left, right? When he was injured.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. When Gabriel Jesus
thank God. You said Arsenal music. I don't listen to Arsenal music. I'm very sorry.
Edelman, I don't know if you're online, but this thing was being blasted everywhere.
Oh no, there's some things I mute. It's of recent. Yes, there's some things I mute on Twitter. Like Big Brother Nigeria, I mute them. Arsenal, I mute them. There's some things I mute.
To Nigeria Arsenal fans in Abuja. Shout out to them. I see those clips. You know those watch-alongs that they have. I see the clips. Yeah, and people want to cry.
Right.
Abdullah, now listen. We have survived a very long season, a very hard long season. I had to hold back-to-back L's. You understand? Firstly, can you please zoom on my picture? Zoom on my picture while we break this down analytically, categorically. Now, this is the elephant that somehow climbed up that tree. That was somehow 8 points above City before that game against Liverpool. Now, Abdullah, what happened when Arsenal fell out of the Carabao Cup?
Because when they fell out of the Carabao Cup, they were like, they have a bigger fish to find in terms of winning the Premier League. So,
what happened when they fell out of the FA Cup?
Same thing happened to them. So they want to kind of focus more on the Premier League.
What happened when they lost to Sporting Lisbon in the?
I remember what they said, because they said it was irrelevant for them.
So now, Abdullah, you are 8 points clear going to Liverpool. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Liverpool, I will give them that draw, no problem. Southampton, West Ham, Brighton, and today Nottingham Forest. I don't remember who it was. There was someone specifically who said it was Abdul. It was Abdul. Abdul said they're going to lose against Forest. I didn't believe it. I said, you know what, these guys, they have to win. There's no way they lose. They have to finish, because they've been telling me. How many points does Arsenal have now? 81.
84. Is it 81 or 84? I think it was
81.
84. No, it's 84. I think it's 84 because I know Poch. No, it's 81. It's 81. So Arsenal has 81 points.
Mm-hmm.
These people were talking about 90-point season, Abdullah. 90-point season. Abdullah, how many games have been? Liverpool, Southampton, West Ham, Mancity, Chelsea, Brighton, and not those are the past 7 games, right? Out of those 7 games, they have collected 1, 2, 4 points. Abdullah, 4 points out of 21. Abdullah, 4 points out of 21. Are we also going to talk about City, or we're talking about Arsenal right now?
We will talk about it. But I just want to talk about Arsenal.
No. Listen. We all know what Man City does.
Because I want to combine Arsenal with Arteta, but talk about that. Just talk about that, and then we'll talk about Arteta.
We the thing is, we know what Man City does. We have seen this for the past how many years? When it comes to business time, you go 15, 14 games unbeaten. Yeah. You understand? So by the time you're in January and you have a gap with City, you have to keep playing. So now, Abdullah, when you have only 1 game a week, and I know these Arsenal fans are telling me, they have little players. What squad depth do you need to play once a week? If you were in other competitions, I'll give you that. But what squad depth do you need? Let us be honest. These people, Abdullah, this is premature ejaculation, Abdullah. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
These people, I don't understand. They won shout out to by the way. These people won this thing by December. Talking shit. Now that City, all of a sudden City, and we know that's what they say, they're surprised, but all of a sudden City has caught up. Arsenal fans, what are they saying now? They're talking about money, big what? My guys. And we're going to talk about Arteta.
I'm combining it, but talk about us now. We'll come to Arteta.
We're not combining, right? We're just going categorically. Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about Arteta, fraud. We're going to talk about him.
Light bulb.
You know what it is? I threw a question to Arsenal fans. I said to them, listen, since you guys have lost the league, what's the difference between you and United? Because I said to them, arguably, you can make an argument for saying that United had a better season than you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if United finished top 4, yes.
Because if United finished top 4, you can make an argument and say that United had a better season than Arsenal. And you know what they said? They said, "Oh, you're that's a stupid question to ask and a stupid thing to say." Why?
It's not. It's just things about Arsenal. Arsenal fans are very emotional bunch. Very emotional. Very. They're very timid. Did you see that tweet by the way today? By that, I think you shared it in the group. That guy. What's his name? That Togolese player.
Who was that?
The one who talks shit about Arsenal. Orban.
Yeah. Gift Orban. Yeah, I remember.
So now Abdullahi.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also one thing I want us to handle. By the way, shout out Agent J5. Ever since he joined, when he joined, Arsenal were 8 points clear. And somehow, back when he joined, Saka was scoring goals. These are the guys who scored. Partey was playing good. What happened after he joined? Yeah, Abdullahi, it is our time to celebrate shamelessly. I've been having shit all season. Now the only question is tomorrow. The one thing I don't like about us, I didn't want Arsenal to lose today. I really do not want them. I wanted them to win because I do not want us to give City a guard of honor. I don't. That just feels weird.
Eventually we'll do that. And tomorrow, I want City to disgrace us tomorrow because Lampard.
No. Believe me, I've already accepted that. I've already accepted it. I've already accepted that loss. That's a fat L I'm holding. I don't mind that. I don't care.
No, you know what I love about tomorrow. The one person I'm looking forward to see their face is Raheem Sterling.
Oh no, I think he'll purposely be asked to be dropped.
I would love nothing more for him, to be there and giving us a guard of honor.
Why do you guys hate Raheem so much? Is it because of the misses
Listen,
in the Champions League stuff?
Look, it's not that. It's not. I don't hate him. Absolutely. Look, I'm 100%. I'm 100% grateful for what he's done. But the way he left for me was like, look, stay.
Wait, how did he leave? I don't. Did he leave with bad blood or something?
Not bad blood. But what I'm saying is that I wanted him to stay, but he wanted the way that he was. The money that he was asking for wasn't justified. The way he was. If you want that type of money, like KDB's money, you gotta do what you gotta do, and you gotta show it. And I just felt like, it's not worth it. And after the interview that he did, for me, just made somewhat just burn the bridge. Basically,
I want to send me stuff on them to realize you guys are sick in the head. But what is Arsenal fans? Arsenal fans are sick for doing.
What did they send you? What did they send you? Show it.
You put this in yourself. I don't know what to say, man. Arsenal fans.
This is what they're doing.
Seen that and thought, fuck me. Fuck me. Gotta start from the beginning again. What we have, they don't have. They don't have that belief like we have. Did you see Kevin De Bruyne today? Huffing up.
This guy. Let me show you what this guy does. Let me show you what this guy does.
Then there's lack of belief there. We've got everything behind us. We've got fans.
I have finished. Let me
show you what this guy does.
I have nothing to say.
Listen. Just 1 second. Listen to what this guy does. This guy.
It's got a real man. I had to write something down. Pain's been going on for way too long. Coming from the heart. Let's go. 4 league games in a row and we ain't won one. I'm thinking this is Arteta the plays. I'm feeling lonesome. Like why the hell are we so?
This is good. I understand this.
These people are sick. These people are sad. They're a very sad bunch.
Everybody's so creative.
They're very, 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 very sad bunch. Arsenal fans, if you know the problem is, I will give you props. I'm a fair man. I'm a very fair man. I'll give you props. What Arsenal has achieved this season, yes, you've done extremely well. If we're talking seriously, right? Arsenal have reached top 2. They're back in top 4. They have Champions League. What they have done this season is excellent. The problem is the fans. That is the problem, and I believe that is where because you know that Arsenal fans watch AFTV and this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
It has come out that Arsenal fans watch AFTV. So now these fans are getting gassed up by these idiotic fans. And then these because you know what they do? They watch the City games. They look at City instead of focusing on their own games. The players themselves look at City games instead of focusing on themselves. If you have one game a season, Abdullah, if you have one game a week, your main point is focus on this game. We go to the next game. Focus on this game. Don't look back, Abdullah. When you're running forward, you never look back.
Even what's his name? Antonio said that the players were doing that, and you know it is when you're in a title race. That's the worst thing you can do psychologically.
Adam, when you're running
psychologically,
forward, Adam, I have a question for you. If you're running forward, would you
psychologically,
look
you
back?
just given you just given your opponent, which is City, an advantage.
Adam, I have a question for you. If you're running forward, would you look back?
Absolutely not.
Oh, that's the thing. You look back, you trip. That's the problem with these Arsenal people. If Liverpool.
Because Kim, this is me talking now. Because Kim, I had the same question to Arsenal fans. Who are you gonna believe, Thierry Henry or Mikel Arteta? Because Henry questioned their mentality on Paramount Plus, where he said Arsenal are playing an EPL matches with emotions, and people were like, "Can you explain the meaning of emotion?" And Arteta said, and Henry said, "If you are playing matches in the Premier, see emotions, you can get away with it with Champions League and World Cup because they are tournament competition, but you cannot get away with it in EPL because you're gonna play that same thing. You're gonna look forward to in the second one." He said, since the beginning of the season, August till that was before they play Manchester City at before they played them at the Etihad Stadium. He said it from the beginning of that season to when they're gonna play at Manchester City at the Etihad. City, Arsenal are playing their Premier League matches with emotion. They are focusing all their agenda on City. And Thierry was like, why don't you play your game and leave City alone? City are City. You are you. Play your game and leave City alone. You win your game first, then focus on City. You don't focus on City when you're playing your game because it affects your psychological thinking and your mentality. And he said, he also went to the training pitch too. All they are talking about is, Mancity are playing sexy football. Mancity are scoring goals. Mancity are very good. How do we beat them? How do we get them down? Oh, if we go 7 points above them, we can win the league. He said when he went to the training pitch, all they're talking about is City, 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 City. And not even talking about who are we playing next, how to break down teams or position, how to do this. All they're talking about is Man City, Man. And it's like, when you're talking about Man City, how do you win the league? When you're talking about somebody chasing you, you're not even focusing on your own self.
No, Abdullah, no, the thing is,
and you know what
Arteta
said?
Abdullah, this is what they always do.
He said, Arteta said, that is the opinion of Thierry Henry. And I'm asking myself, is Arteta a national legend or Thierry Henry a national legend? That doesn't make any sense to me. Because Abdullah, if a legend is questioning mentality, you have to look
Abdullah, that's a very good point. But what all of us need to understand is that is what Arsenal is. From the team to the fans, just a bunch of hard-headed, arrogant people and very ignorant people. They don't want to hear any criticism. They don't want to hear any logical point. Unless it is you are licking their feet, they don't care. You tell an Arsenal fan, listen, relax, man. The season's not over. You're doing well. No. We have won the league. No, we're going to print. They had champions, the Premier League champion special kits. You know that, right? I wonder, are they going to ban all of them?
But no, you know what's crazy, and what I find very funny is how Arsenal literally planned the parade, the same thing that Liverpool did, without even bloody securing the bloody trophy.
Adam, this is not the first time. 2019, 18-19 in the Europa final against Chelsea. That's the exact same thing they did 2 days before the final. They planned everything.
That's the same thing.
You know what it is?
That's what they are.
You know what it's like? It's like per se me going there saying, I've asked this girl out, yeah, and I'm dating her, but when really and truthfully I've not even asked her out.
You know, man. Now, and you know when I realized the Arsenal season is over, it was, I believe, that game against West Ham when Partey was doing those kick-ups in front of Rice, and then one Arsenal fan on Twitter, I saw a video. The guy was calling the police on Partey. Abdullah, he was reporting the crime. He said, no, Partey did it.
Adam, let's talk about Arteta. Your take on Arteta, because do you think he's man of enough to win the Premier League or Champions League? I don't think so, because he has made some stupid decision making and some weird ass decision where Arsenal fans are not calling him out. I don't know why.
Abdullah, what I said was is very stupid. The two games where I said you are 2-0 fucking up. Yeah, sorry for my language. You're 2-0 up. The Liverpool game, the West Ham game. How on God's green earth do you lose 2 bloody lead goals? So at some, you've got to question the manager because I know Arsenal fans will tell you, yeah, the Liverpool game was a point game,
Yeah.
but it's not. Especially when you're in a title race with a guy who's a Frankenstein in Pep, you
Yeah.
can't afford to drop points
Yeah, you can't do.
because when you drop points, yeah, it's like when if you've got a cut and your hand is bleeding, you're not gonna go into the ocean and swim there knowing that very well, yeah, there's sharks in there, knowing very well that you've got a potential chance of being killed by a shark.
By the way, Adam, weren't Arsenal fans making fun of Big Steve, like the blue shark and whatnot?
Yeah,
I'm a fucking shark.
Because Adam, this is me talking now because I said it from day one. When people come at me when I was saying in August, when people asked me, I was like, I've seen this scenario before. This is like a remix of a music to me. I've seen this. I've been watching the Premier League for a very long time. I've seen this scenario before. I know it's Arsenal. Arsenal are not a team where I can say, okay, I put my money on them to win the league. Arsenal fans cost me. They came at me. I was laughing. I was like, okay, no problem. We will see in December. After the World Cup, I said the same thing again. Arsenal is not winning the league. People were like, are you delusional? We're at 10 points clear. I was like, I get you. But still, Arsenal still won't win the league because this team is not equipped enough to win the league. Regardless of the players or anything, this team is not ready enough to win the league. And that boils down to the manager for me. But when you criticize Arteta, Arteta is like a semi-god to them where people doesn't want him to get criticized. Why? It's like a semi-god to them. So, Kiman, your take on
Yes.
Arteta?
Now, Arteta, I tell you something, right, Abdullah, and there's something all of us need to see. Arteta is a classic case of these young new managers' arrogance. He has that big ego and attitude at such a young with such starting from nothing. Now, I do like, especially from my experience with the Lampard, I appreciate that the guy has gone and learned something, and it's not like he's doing something at Arsenal. Let's not deny that fact. He's making them play well. He's forcing the players to do what he needs to do. I'll accept that, but like you said, when Thierry Henry gave them a comment, instead of them internalizing it or keeping quiet or just saying, "Oh yes, we've heard about yes," they lashed out. That is that childish ego that I saw, and I said, you know what? I see that in Nagelsmann. I see that in him. I don't know about Xabi Alonso. I don't know how Xabi Alonso acts. Maybe people who watch the Bundesliga can tell me how he acts. But a lot of these young up and coming managers have the same problems, the exact same problems. Unbased ego. Have not won anything. I don't count that COVID FA Cup. You beat Lampard. I don't count that. A community plate. I'm sorry, I do not count that. You have not won anything. The time that you were in prime position to win, you bottle it. Not only did you bottle it, but you bottled it. Arguably, the biggest games were your fault. Arguably, the biggest games were your fault. You set up badly. So now, and the funny thing is about Arsenal fans is when you question Arteta, they get angry. They don't want to question Arteta. They don't want to think, because you know why? And here's the funny thing, I don't know what it is. Maybe it is former player tax. I don't know what it's, Abdullah, but when Unai Emery took them to the final, they were far more critical of him than they are of Arteta.
Yes, exactly.
Even in the 2 years Arteta took them to 8th, they were far more critical of Unai.
Abdullah, I got a Zoom call. I'll try to hop back on. So, but I'll be also in the comment section.
No worries, brother. No worries. Thank you for
No, okay. Thank you for having me.
No worries, brother. Go ahead, Kima.
So now, with Unai, there was a very large noise saying, "Get this guy out." I did not see that same level of noise in the 2 seasons Arteta ended up 8th. I did not see that. I did not see that level of noise last season when Arteta bottled top 4. And I do not see it this season. But it's been 4 years. Let us see what he does next year. I don't think Arteta is a good manager. He really is. But I don't think that, I don't think he's a winning manager, if you get what I mean. He's not. He has unbased ego. He He's very young, and that's about it for him. For me, man. Arteta, I don't see anything reasonable from him.
Because for me, this is it for me because you look at the trajectory of this league when it comes to winning the league. You are playing it with a manager like Pep who knows how to win the league, who's been there before, who understand the in and out of the league when it comes to winning Premier League. And I'll say it again. Premier League is all about consistency. And you have to be consistent to some certain level where you win matches, where everybody will say, yes, you can win the league. And you have to go to some certain team like Liverpool, City, the London Stadium, and winning those. See, St. James's Park, yeah, they won in St. James's Park, but these are the stadium where it is very difficult to go to. You have to go to that stadium and win there. If you cannot win your biggest rival in the Premier League, you can't win the league. You cannot win the league because it will be difficult for you to, yes, you win your home games. What of your away games? United, they have a very terrible record when it comes to away, but their home game is phenomenal because they are very good at home. So where Arteta fucked up is, one, he's too loyal to some certain player. Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Martinelli, who is injured now. Some of the players there, Partey and Co, has been very loyal to them where he doesn't have the power to bench him. Where for me, I think he has to do. If the player is not playing to your instruction, you have to make that decision and bench him. I don't care. If you put in the player to play for you, and if they're not giving you enough, you have to bench them and let them realize you're not playing to the level of the standard I want you to play. Either you remain benched or you're not going to be part of my team. And I understand Arteta being loyal to them. But for how long? Because if you are loyal to a player and it's not showing enough or it's not giving you what you want, there will come to a stage where you have to put that player out of the team.
Yes.
You have to. And I think...
Yes. Abdullah, a very big criticism of Arteta, and this is the one criticism that even Arsenal fans cannot deny, is that even when Saka was playing terribly, he chose to keep him on the pitch, and he kept an informed Trossard on the bench, which no one understood.
Yeah.
That is one criticism that they cannot get away with. If a player, no matter who he is, if a player is not performing, what is the point of keeping him there? You're going to be playing one man down. What is the point? But again, you see, this is the young manager, young, arrogant manager. Does not want, unless it is his way, he does not care what it is.
Like I said, Arteta might be a good manager. Is he good enough to win them the league? No.
No.
No for
At
me.
this rate, no way.
Because Arsenal fans will not tell you the truth, because this is my problem with Arsenal fans. They won't tell you the truth because they do not want to criticize Mikel Arteta. For me, it's not a man, it's not a manager that can win the league.
But I don't know why. I don't understand. Can Arsenal fan explain to me why?
Yeah, because I think the problem is based on the season they're having under and the way they've been playing football, they believe it deserves to be given one more chance. But when player that has won the invisible are coming out and criticizing Arteta, Arteta is a part-time. It's like a part-time worker for me. That's what I said. He's a part-time worker. He's not even on the level of a legend at all.
No,
he doesn't deserve to be a legend because he's not even a legend. He's a part-timer.
I don't know what Arsenal fans think of him, but I don't think he's a legend.
You know, it's not even. You don't think he's not a national legend. There are so many national legends who have played for Arsenal for a very long time. Patrick Vieira, Thierry Henry, so many of them. I can keep mentioning many of them who has been there before. So when you consider that Arteta is a big problem for because they took him as a semi-god, and I'm like, you can criticize players like Martinelli and Co, but you can't criticize Arteta because he's making weird decision making. I am confused. I'm confused because if a player is not doing well, I expect the manager to make some decision making. And Arteta has been doing this bullshit where he did the same thing against United in the first leg. Remember when United won the game by 3-1? Remember that season where it took.
Was it 3-1? Was it 2-1?
No,
it was 2-1.
No, in Old Trafford. Before the play.
Yeah. It was Rashford who scored 2 goals and what?
He made some weird decision towards the end of the match. United just went on the counter and win that match 3. I'm like, Arteta, why are you making this dumb
He
match?
was playing a very high line. Yes, he was playing a very, very high line.
So I'm confused because when I don't know, Arsenal fans need to come out and tell me what echelon do you put Arteta? Emily Sky, when Arsenal fans, how do you what echelon do you put Arteta? How do you rate him as an Arsenal? Because for me, he's not a legend for me. So I don't understand where people criticize players like Saka and Co. and they fail to criticize Arteta. I'm confused. Like, is there any vendetta with Arteta where you don't want to criticize him? Or what's going on?
That is the $1 million question. I can understand swerving any criticism to Saka because he's the young talent from the academy, whatnot. I can understand that. Mikel Arteta, the guy who's costing you games, the guy who's doing favoritism in a title race, there's not such as favoritism in a title race. There's nothing such as that.
Because
you do whatever you can to
this line of, I am confused. Partey as right back, Kiva as left back. When you have a natural left back at the back and at the bench,
I don't know what they're trying to do. I really don't understand what they're trying to do. I don't understand what they're trying to do. Injury?
Gabriel Jesus in the left wing. I'm confused.
No, Martinelli is injured, but Trossard did not start today, right? Did Trossard start?
Yeah, it was playing as a striker.
As a what? As a 9?
As a 9, yeah.
Oh my god.
Zaka as a right back make no sense. It was even Partey. It wasn't even Zaka. It was Partey.
It was Partey. No, it's not Zaka. It was Partey. But Partey, I do remember one time, Arsenal fans. I was talking to some Arsenal fans, and they told me, no, Partey has played right back at Atletico.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they told me. So maybe I don't know about that, but that's what they told me.
Oh, okay. Emeliska said, Granit Xhaka started as a right back. Okay.
Wow. Okay. That I cannot explain that.
Partey came in a second and was also a right back.
So wait, he replaced Xhaka with Partey as a right back.
Mm-hmm. This weird stuff is confusing. But that's what I'm saying. Is Arteta the man to win them the league? I don't think so, because no for me. But yeah, I can understand young, inexperienced. I get that. I'm not disputing that. But when you're making a rookie mistake and rookie decision making, you have to be called out. You have to be called out. And I think
no.
Go ahead.
No, Abdullah, you know, if one thing I cannot answer very well is why they defend him. What we can try to do is we can try and think of reasons. Maybe it's because this is the first legit title race they've had in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And that this is the best chance they had to win it in the past 20 years.
Yeah.
So for Arsenal fans, I believe it is, they have this hive mind mentality. And it's very hard for us to understand as Chelsea fans, because Chelsea fans, we don't care who you are. You go on Twitter, you find people talking shit from every corner. They don't care what you do. Sterling scores 2 goals, people will still talk shit. Mount scores a goal, people will still talk shit. Kepa makes the best saves, people will still talk shit. But Arsenal...
MLS guy said they were 15-16. That was
15-16. Okay, another thing is that 15-16 season, people don't like talking about it. And I'm going to leave that alone. Because Arsenal tell me that it was between Leicester City and Tottenham. So I'll keep quiet. I won't talk about that. I will not talk about that. So now, when you think about it, Arsenal fans usually, if things are going well, they don't want anyone to talk about it. They don't want anyone to talk about negativity. They don't want to hear any wrong. It's all about positive. That is when you start hearing the crazies in the Arsenal fan base. Arsenal fan base have wonderful people. They have very logical people. My older brother is an Arsenal fan, and I always talk to him about football. I remember one time it was after Unai. After Unai Emery, after that season, they lost. That following season, they're ending up 8th. You know what he told me? He says, "Don't talk to me about football. I only watch female football." And I was talking to him a few, I think was it a month ago. I was talking to him. I said, "What do you think about this title race?" He said, "Listen, I've already given up on it. I've given up on it. What do you think about it?" I said, he said, "Let me just keep quiet." I said, "I've already given up on it. That City game is what is left." So now, when things are going right for Arsenal, That is when you start to hear the crazy voices. Go to AFTV, go to all these guys. When they're doing the match reviews after maybe a 3-0 win, a 1-0 win, 2-1 win, something like that, you'll see the crazy voices. In the middle of August, Abdullah, after 5 games, we're winning the league.
And even some people are saying that book me the ram, book me cow meal. I'm gonna go buy ram in Abattoir. We are winning that. We are celebrating Africa. I'm like, it's just 4 matches. Relax your body. Relax. Just relax. It's 4 matches. It's 4 matches. Just relax your body and take your time, because you are playing against a team like Mancity. Mancity might be crap in the first half of the season.
Abdullah, I don't know why you're being Abdullah. I don't know why you're being surprised. I don't know about you, but I grew up my neighborhood. It was either you are Arsenal or United fan. My family is Arsenal or United. I'm the only Chelsea fan in my family. So now, growing up with these people, I would see the delusion in Arsenal fans, and I would see the privilege from United fans. So I can understand.
The question is, why are Arsenal putting themselves into this situation season after season? They should have learned something. The question: why are they doing this bullshit season after season? You have to. This is why I say they are the most stupid and the most delusional fan base I've ever seen in my entire life. I even thought Liverpool fans are ridiculous. They have sense than Arsenal fans. Arsenal fans is very, very delusional. Very, very.
No, Abdullah.
Arsenal fans have the audacity to tell me Chelsea won the Super Cup and the Club World Cup. They say, no, don't worry, it's a plastic trophy, Joe. It's a plastic trophy. Who cares? I'm like, hold on a minute. You haven't even won the UCL yet. You are calling a team that won the Super Cup and the Club World Cup a plastic trophy.
Abdullah, I don't know if you remember after 2012. By the way, shout out! The anniversary was just 2 days ago. Shout out to 2012. I don't think you remember that after that day, the what you call it, the landscape completely changed.
Yeah.
Whenever they talk about Champions League, it is always they try to cut it down. So this Arsenal fan, I wish we were able to dissect the brain of an Arsenal supporter and try to understand where this ignorance.
But I don't think this is me now. I don't think it's all of them.
Not all, of course not. Of course not.
Yes.
I know. No.
So I know some Arsenal fans who are very, very intelligent and very
yes. But
why
Abdullah,
my son are just stupid and delusional for me.
Abdullah, now here's the thing: Liverpool and Arsenal have a lot in common. If you don't realize that, they have a lot in common. Liverpool, before they won the Premier League, do you remember Liverpool 2013-14?
I remember.
Do you remember Liverpool supporters? I tell you a story. 2013-14, that season, my neighbors, the whole house, from brother, from mother, all the way to the last born, Liverpool supporters. I never knew they used to watch football before that season. I never knew they used to watch football. That season, they were talking about Gerrard. I was learning facts about Liverpool I never knew. Telling me this, telling me that. That game against Chelsea, we were sitting in my living room watching it together. As soon as Gerrard slipped, quiet. Ever since that season, Liverpool fans have been quiet. But before that, don't forget, they're the same. They're the same. Believe me, the same arrogance, same stupidity.
Yeah, but you can forgive Liverpool because they have the pedigree. And they have the manager.
Yes, but
who's done it?
Abdullah, look at the surrounding of Arsenal. Who supports Arsenal? Arsenal is supported by these parliament guys,
I know.
the Queen, the royal guys.
I know.
So they have this bloated head. You understand? They have a very big bloated head.
I know.
Yeah.
But the problem with them is they won't come out and say the truth. They'll be going from corner to corner to corner to corner. They won't say the truth, and that's my problem with Arsenal fan base and the English PR.
Do you know how long it took for
because it annoys me when I watched it? Right.
Do you know how long it took for them to accept it was bottle? Every time they were told, you lost, you drew against Southampton, you drew against West Ham. That's bottling. No. It's not bottling. It's slip up. It is very weird. Continue, Abdullah. Continue.
And because Arsenal fans are kind of, even the media, the way the media are portraying Arsenal fans is annoying me, because I'm like, you are disrespecting Manchester City, who's won the league before, who knows how to win the league. So when the panelists and the journalists and people are going, I'm like, hold on a minute, you have to respect Man City. And the most annoying part about it is when I watch USA, Rebecca Lowe and co. in America, the way they satirize, it's annoying me because remember this thing. I always bring up Kate Abdul because
Yes.
she hosts the Champions League, and Kate
Yes.
Abdul is a United fan, and she's
Yes.
very, very good when she analyzes football because she understands the definition of being a banter and rivalry. She understands that. So when she analyzes football with intelligence and brain.
Yes.
But when I
Football
watch
first, tribalism second.
exactly.
Continue.
But when I watch Rebecca Lowe in USA, when she hosts the USA channel, I am annoyed because she's very tribal when she analyzes football. It does not make any sense because she has been giving props to Arsenal this, and I'm like, Rebecca, do you know the history of Manchester City? And do you know the history of Pep Guardiola? This team knows how to win the league. They've been there before. But you want to bash them because they were horrible in the first half of the season, and they came back again and won the league. You have to give them credit. Credit has to be given to whom is due to. Respect them and give them the credit. You cannot be tribalism because Man City knows how to win the league. They have been there before. And it was like, Arsenal faltered because they have so many injuries. They have been playing the most beautiful football in England, top line. Yes, I think they can do it. And they're like 15 points clear. I expect them to beat Man City. I'm like, hold on a minute. Are you sure you're a football analyst, though? Are you sure? I don't think so.
It's passionate.
That is what is
I don't want to be sexist.
in as much
I don't want to be sexist.
in as much as I like the USA channel because in America here we watch EPL on USA and Peacock, mostly USA. So when they analyze football, I like and I like the way they analyze football because I'm always intrigued to watch them. But it annoys me because they are not factual and they are not very direct when it comes to football analysis. Unlike Kate Abdul, which is different when she comes to analyzing.
No. There's very few American presenters. Someone like Gab from ESPN, that guy Gab, the Jamaican, that former goalkeeper, wonderful analyst.
Yeah,
There's very few.
Ali Moreno too is good.
Yeah, there's very few. There's very few.
Yeah,
but you know, a lot of people don't understand. Beautiful football does not win you titles. I'm sorry.
Sometimes
Beautiful
that's
football,
pragmatic.
It does not win you titles. Ask Ferguson. Ferguson would win at the 90th minute 1-0. That's what you do.
Just Mourinho.
Yeah, Abdullah, you know the difference between a contender and a champion. You know the difference between them? The champion will do whatever it takes to win. He will go there. He will grind out the most disgusting thing, but come out with the result.
Yeah, Stephen Eko too. Yeah, Stephen Eko. Yeah.
Oh,
I agree. Alabe, sometimes.
Bruno, shout out. Shout out.
Yeah, Stephen Eko also sometimes he go overboard, but I also like him too. Very good analyst too. Go ahead.
So man, I really want to see how the media reacts to this because I know they're not going to cover it. They're not going to cover it at all. They're going to deflect. They're going to look.
See, yeah, I know, but my problem with that is we're all fan base and we have a different opinion when it comes to analyzing football. This is me talking. I criticize Lampard a lot because I don't think it's Chelsea level, and I'll stand by my criticism a lot. I'll keep doing it because I did that in the first when it came in the first time, and I'm still gonna do the same thing again. I don't believe
the guy brought out Inshallah ball
because I don't believe it's the man that can take up forward. If me,
find ZH cross the ball.
I've been supporting Chelsea since 1998, so I know the club very in and out. So when I see Lampard play football, when they play under world-class manager, and I'm expecting him to have the intelligence and brain to think like that. Yes, you are young. You can learn your game, make some certain mistake, improve on that mistake, and get better. But Lampard is arrogant.
No, that's a good point. So I want to ask you, if we are here saying that Arteta is arrogant, and the man at least went to Pep Guardiola and sat in the bench and put the cones and warmed the coffee and put the towel and did all these things. Imagine how arrogant Lampard is. Is it because Lampard won titles? Is that why he's so arrogant?
I think so.
That means Arteta would have been way worse.
I think so because for me, in as much as he wanted to, for me, like it's just too arrogant for me, just too arrogant, and he doesn't want to listen. It
No,
does
because
not
the
want to
nonsense, Abdullah, the nonsense the guy says the other day he tried to flex scouting Haaland. Who and their mother did not know Haaland? Abdullah, me and you could have scouted Haaland. Abdullah, people knew about Haaland when he was 17. What scouting did you do? You tell me, wait, Abdullah, you tell me you scouted Haaland, but you brought me Vanna, you brought me Havertz, you brought me Ziyech. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say, Abdullah? What do you want me to say?
Oh, no. See, no, Ali Moreno for me is my favorite though, because I like the way Ali Moreno analyzes football. Ali Moreno is someone like me to where he's always passionate when it comes to analyzing of football. Alex Lalas is good, but I don't like Alex Lalas. It's a little bit weird for me though.
Abdullah, does Stephen A. Smith analyze football?
Yeah, he does it.
He does. I have to watch that. I've not seen him analyze that stuff.
He works with the USA channel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Chioma, good evening. Chioma, you can join the show. Let's talk football. So let's talk football. Chioma, you can join. Shout out to you. Good evening to you. We are not good evening, but it is not a Henry, but
I think tomorrow we should just let the children play. I'm serious. We should not do a serious team.
I want to talk about another thing now. Kiman, I'm gonna come to you on this. We've said it times after times again. I will repeat myself again. Harry Kane needs to leave Tottenham Hotspur.
That's a wonderful thing. There's news.
He needs to get his bag and get the heck out, because
Abdullah, there's news.
Hold on. Because you cannot be leading one goal up and you capitulated in the second half and you lost 3-1. It doesn't make it at home. It doesn't make any sense to me. So Harry Kane needs to make a very bold decision this summer. And probably say, if he said he's Tottenham Hotspur is a legend, okay, yes, he might be a legend. To how many people are you gonna be telling me he's gonna be scoring goals to be a legend without winning trophies? Keyman, Mikel Antonio is about to win the Conference League. It's gonna have a bigger legacy than Harry Kane. That's a disgrace. Because if Mikel Antonio wins the Conference League, then he has a bigger legacy than Harry Kane. Because Harry Kane doesn't have anything to show for and to score goals. He needs to win something. He has to. And he has to see. Like I said, I dare him to become a coward in the summer and stay at Tottenham Hotspur. I triple dare him. I quadruple dare him to stay in the summer and renew his contract.
No, Abdullah. Okay, now I understand where you're coming from. By the way, firstly, there's news about Harry Kane and Chelsea. By the way,
yeah, what's the news?
Sterling talked to Harry Kane. Harry Kane was telling him about Poch. That's one. And two, I read somewhere. I think I saw it on Twitter that there is contact between Poch and Harry Kane. So I'm not saying it's 100%, but just keep your eye out now about Harry Kane.
Who told you?
Huh? No, I saw it somewhere. I'll find it. I'll bring it to you. Don't worry. I'll find it. I'll find it. Let me find that report. Now, before I do that, because I think is this Abdul?
Yeah, Abdul. Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Abdul, how are you, by the way? Now, Abdullah, yes, I totally agree. Harry Kane has to leave Tottenham. I've told you this before. We've talked about this before. I have defended Harry Kane for a long time, because when I see Harry Kane play, that guy is a complete striker.
Yeah,
he's a footballer. That guy is good. It is good. If Harry Kane's name was Italian or Spanish, we would be talking about the best player in the world. You understand? So for me, it's a double-edged sword. If he leaves and he's found out, okay, you have left and you tried. If you stay, what are you gaining? You understand? But Abdullah, can he honestly move this summer? Can he honestly move?
That is the question we're asking. That's the question.
No, not if he wants to. Not if he wants to. Can he move? Because we know that Daniel Levy is going to make it difficult for him. We might have a hostage situation. We might seriously have a hostage situation. Because now, listen, the best. I think what Levy is going to do is, if Bayern come, he's going to tell Bayern, "I'll give me 70, 80 million, take him." If United, Chelsea come, especially Chelsea's good, he's going to tell them 150 million. United, give me 100. Now, I don't know who will spend 100 million on a 30-year-old striker.
But the problem is, I think for me, you can't deny his quality as a player.
You cannot.
But for me, I question his mentality. That's why I call him a coward. Because Harry Kane is an exceptional talent, which that talent needs to be modeled together with trophies. For him to be on an echelon of best number 9, best this, best that.
Also, by the way, Abraham's about to complete football.
Hold on, because Harry Kane has everything when it comes to passing, shooting, heading, positioning.
Yes.
So he can even take free kicks. He has every attribute to become a number 9. That my question I'm asking myself.
He's the number 9 and the number 10.
Exactly.
Both of them.
But the question I'm asking myself is, why is he becoming a coward where he wants? Yes, I understand you've done so many for Tottenham, but you have to make a bold decision and leave. This team isn't going to offer you anything because you can't win the trophy for Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham Hotspur will not win the office. So what are you waiting for? Make the decision and leave.
Now,
I keep telling people might not believe this. Pochettino, once it's announced, officially announced, I think it will push for Kane. And if we push for Kane, Daniel will be forced to sell because Harry Kane want to push for the move because of Pochettino. I've been telling people this because of
Yes.
Poch.
Yes. Because you know why? If
he knows
we're right, Abdullah,
who can they put my again and make me a winner? I have him. I can work with him again. We can win with this club. We can win with this team. It's all about win the league and let's reset. That's it. With Poch, he believes in himself. But him going to under Ten Hag, I'm not sure. Because in a pressure moment, can he do it? He hasn't done it for me. So that's my caveat with him when it comes to pressure moments in Harry Kane. Decision making. Can he do it?
No.
I don't know.
You know, Abdullah, no one in their right mind, no one who watches football can dare question Harry Kane's ability. 28 Premier League goals, 28 goals, while Haaland has 36 in playing at City. I personally believe if Harry Kane went to City, he would have been a far better player than Haaland. Far better for them. Now, the thing about Poch is, like we've said, we are questioning Harry Kane's mentality. We're questioning it. Now, Abdullah, for someone who's not mentally very strong, what is the best thing to do for them? For the best thing to do for them is show them a move that is far more comfortable to them than something else. You understand? Make it feel a bit more like home. So if he sees Pochettino and he sees a team that is desperately in need of a number 9, a player like him, and it is right next to his home, it's still in London. Actually, I'll argue it's in a better part of London. Right?
Yeah.
So I would love to see him there. I would love to see him, but only time will tell. We'll see. If it means selling Lukaku to Tottenham, I'll do it. Heartbeat. Give them Lukaku.
Fair enough. Abdul, Mikel Arteta and Arsenal. Give me your take. Yeah, Arteta and Arsenal.
Big up everyone.
Yeah, big up to you.
Yeah, good evening, Keman and Blue Eyes just jumping in.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo, big up.
Hey, big up, Blue Eyes.
Big up everybody, man. Hey, Abdul,
Abdul, you don't they come early recently. What's happening?
My brother, man, I've learned my lesson.
You know they come early. Well done. Yeah. Let me give Bless some big slap.
No. Abdul, go, man. Keyman and Abdul, big up.
Abdul, go talk.
Yeah. So, what was the question you threw at me?
Your take, Arsenal for them talk about Arteta because we talked about it from day one. Me, Guled, and I think Blue Eye said it. We have seen this dance move before. So this rubbish Arsenal is doing, I've seen it before. And I think by it, Arsenal is not going to win the league. I am not surprised it happens. And with Arteta, I say it again. Arteta is like a part-time worker to me. He's not an Arsenal legend. So when Arsenal start pushing the string rubber, like, hold on a minute, I watch Arteta play. He played in Everton. I watch him play. So when I talk about Arteta being a legend, you don't do this bullshit because I watch him play. So when you criticize player, criticize him too as a manager. But when you criticize as a manager, Arsenal doesn't want to listen because they believe it's like a semi-god to them. I'm like, hold on a minute. We can criticize Bukayo Saka, Martinelli, and Co. on being consistency. Why don't you want to criticize Arteta? Because he's been making some weird decision making. It doesn't make any sense.
Okay, so there's a couple of things to learn, but I think for especially us Chelsea fan, because as a football club as well, we are in transition, either we like it or not. What I was expecting Chelsea fans to be highlighting, they've not really highlighted it. More or less, we are focused on the banter side. I understand, they are one of our rivals, and we're allowed to banter them from time to time. But after the banter, and then what? And then the lesson to learn. So this is my take on it. So if Arsenal or if Arteta started as a Arsenal manager, was it 3 seasons ago? 3 or 4 seasons?
Yeah, 3 seasons ago.
3 seasons ago. Okay. So let's say that is the beginning of a project. And let's say the project is 3 years.
It's
Is it
another extra 3 years again.
hold on. Is that fair enough to make that assumption? That he started 3 seasons ago and this is the end of the project. Okay. So he started 3 seasons ago, and let's say the objective of the project or the timeline of the project was the end of this season. And the objective of the project was to win the league. Okay. So he's been working diligently on that project for the past 3 seasons. And then at the end of the project, he has not delivered, he has not achieved his objective.
Yeah.
So the project failed. But there was progress made. Okay. So now, is he going to be at the start of another project? And will that be another 3 seasons down the line? And will that be another objective at the end of that project? So ultimately, what I'm saying is what I've been trying to highlight to you, Chelsea fans. Do not allow anybody to sell anything for you called project, because there is no guarantee that you will achieve the objective of those projects at the end of your 3-year project cycle, or 4 years, or 5 years. There should be no excuses, because several permutations, while you think you are on a project timeline, several permutations will come into play. So let's say 3-4 years ago, he started on his project. Obviously, what that means is he wouldn't have put Newcastle into consideration. And see how Newcastle came into the scenario. He wouldn't have put Chelsea being sold, being overtaken, being rebought, and injecting £600 million into the organization in 6 months. So what I'm trying to emphasize is
this is where your evaluation is wrong. We did not get
Okay.
an injection of 600 million.
Okay.
We did not. That 600 million that you're thinking is an injection.
Yeah.
Is actually part of restoring the club to where it pretended to be. So and I think it's very important that
hold on. Because
just one last statement. One last statement. I'm making a statement.
Do you want to talk, or do you want me to talk?
No, we're going to converse. Don't worry. What I'm trying to say is this is simple. Hold on.
No. You said my evaluation is wrong, and you're only picking on one point. I'm the one talking now. I'm the one talking.
I want to tell you why you're wrong. Then you can go.
No. You cannot. You said this is where my evaluation is wrong,
and this is why I want to tell you where it's wrong. So let me tell you now. But you don't want me to tell you.
You've already said it. I know where you're going to.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't. That was a preface. No, that was a preface. Calm down. Don't drink the juice. Wine is coming.
Tell me now. Davido is going to be in Manchester tomorrow.
Abdul.
Let me finish.
Really?
Let me finish.
So you're going to go for what I just said? No.
Let me finish. Let me finish, Blue Eyes.
Go ahead, my brother. Go.
This is you've sort of like
Sorry to cut you, Abdul. Puma invited Davido to Manchester tomorrow for Man City versus Chelsea match. Okay.
Sorry.
Davido is coming to Manchester because now he's been endorsed by Puma. He signed a contract with Puma, so Puma invited him to the FA Cup final in June the 3rd, and they're inviting him tomorrow for Manchester City Premier League crown tomorrow.
Okay. Listen, let me tell you something about Davido. Let me just say something to Abdul because of this statement that he made. Let me tell you something about that.
But
hold on. I just want to talk to Abdullah really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny, when people listen to Davido, he's a great musician, but people are sleeping on the fact that this guy, he's actually turning out to be a music icon.
Yeah.
And when I mean music icon, the guy has cultivated activity in different lines of the entertainment business across the ocean. So when you're saying something like this, Abdullahi, the reason why I had to pause is because the guy, oh boy, and not only that, the guy put in work.
He put in work. I agree, but I don't want to. We'll talk music tomorrow, but I want to chip in. For me, I'm still gonna take Wizkid ahead of Davido when it comes.
Doesn't
to
matter who you take. It's about the hustle. Go ahead.
Abdullah, you see, there's different things that help different entertainers. Okay. One of the things that I saw that in my own take, they are all equally talented. But in my own take, one thing that has really helped Davido is his mobility. You get it? So he can easily be as mobile as being mobile is easy for him. You get it? So you might think he's Davido, the Nigerian artist, but he's more or less like he has access like an American artist globally. So his mobility is very easy for him. That's one thing that helps him. You can look at somebody like Burna Boy. What is it that is helping him? Is the machine behind him. As an African artist, he has the biggest machine. That's why you see he's always going into concerts.
See you in Etihad tomorrow and then the FA Cup final. I don't know if it's gonna come to the Champions League, but
no, you want if listen, it's very important. I don't want us to go too far with this Afro music. I just want us to talk about hustle. I want you to think about a kid selling CDs in the bridge in Onitsha. That's Davido, and it's such an irony. Because of his. Anyways, we're not going there. That's why.
Yeah, because I remember his first music where, if I tell you, say I love you.
No, this guy works, man. Even this is last song that the kids are dancing to now, Unavailable.
I love that.
The guy enter streets.
30 billion for the account to.
That was not his first song.
It's not his first song. I'm just saying. Hold on. Unavailable is an example of Davido hustling even past his prime. A lot of guys his age don't do that. The guy is working, and considering the fact that everybody knows where he comes from.
But I agree with Abdullah. Their king in terms of talent is Wizkid.
Yeah, I go for Wizkid.
But the thing is,
you're the one dissecting it now.
Hold on. But the problem is, no. I will give you the reasoning behind what I'm saying now. I'm not just a guy that just talk. Okay. I always tell you what the reasoning is. If you think you agree, you don't agree,
No, you didn't hear what I said. I said you're the one dissecting it. If you're doing it based on entertainment value.
No, I will give you the reasoning now. I'll give you the reasoning now.
It's like, that's why they say there's a difference between winning an Oscar and winning a
award. This is why it's called the Blue Studio. This team is different.
Okay. Blue eyes, make I just talk this one quickly. Okay.
No, yeah, my brother.
Waiting they help Davido is his. We are talking about globally now. Okay, waiting they help him globally is his mobility. Okay.
So when you say mobility, you're saying his ability.
Hold on, so that I don't go forget. Make I just table them now.
Mobility. You don't need to reward something that is simple, though.
Hold on now. What did they help Burna Boy pass? Now the machine behind them, okay, the marketing machine behind them, he's got the biggest machine in Africa.
No, but you're going too far. Tell us what that mobility is.
I go come back so that you could know as I assist them. And then when you talk about Wizkid,
yes,
okay, Wizkid is purely talent. Okay. But then the person I see that can do what Wizkid is doing is this Asake. This Asake guy that just came on the scene.
You don't want to have a discussion. When you want to have a discussion, Abdul, let me know. Let your people call my people. You never read.
Let's go back to football.
Leave them. You never read.
Let's check it out. Let's go back to football.
This one, wait till they talk right now. No, you're not ready, man.
Let's stick to football.
I don't finish.
We'll talk music tomorrow. We'll talk music tomorrow. Don't worry.
Let your people call my people.
Don't worry. Tomorrow, we'll argue.
Abdul, are you serious? Abdul, tell me you were joking with that proposition. I beg you.
Which proposition?
It's just calm down.
Blue eyes. I already told you. Abdul lived in the era of Nnamdi Azikiwe.
Abdul, did you really say Burna has the best?
Okay, so Amy is here. Okay, let me leave it.
Burna Boy can never fill a stadium.
Let me leave it. Okay, so Amy is here, so I don't need to say much.
He cannot fill a stadium. Did you see his last show when he was approaching people?
Okay. I thought I was off. Amy, I thought I was off.
Yeah, streets. I know all these things. So they come here now. No. Abdul. Burna Boy's last show was a total flop.
For
which one?
Didn't you see? Okay, I'll look it up. Who look it up?
Emmy for which city now? Emmy for which city?
For Lagos.
Exactly. Those guys, we're talking about global. You're talking
about Abdul. Charity begins at home. If you cannot feel TBS, do you know where TBS?
You believe that when you talk, it's in Lagos.
Yes,
I know. Abdul, I'm with you. I'm with Abdul on just that one.
Because they fill stadium for Helsinki.
No, Amy, listen. Amy.
He got wait. Let me tell you what happened that day.
Anyways, you have a point, Amy.
It was a Christmas show.
Okay, so he got a bag. So you know what? The only difference, Abdul, with what Amy is saying is that the difference is that a lot of these guys, right, out here on the African side will get a bag, like literally a bag. Anything on the UK North American side is a check. So do the math. I don't need to explain the difference.
Let's go back to football. We'll talk music tomorrow. Abdul, finish up analysis.
Explain there's a difference between a check and a bag.
Finish analysis, Abdul. We'll do music tomorrow.
Okay. So what I was trying to emphasize to most people is people like Chelsea fans should be very careful when something like that concept called project is forced down their throats, because as a big club, it's not what we should consider.
No, but
those are the
but you can't say that.
Abdul, it's a P word. It's not project. Don't say that word. It is a safe space.
That, man, because a lot of us, I don't believe in that project thing. I don't know where this is coming from.
No, but Blue Eyes, like a season ago, all you can hear at the beginning of the season, all you can hear Chelsea fans talking about is project, structure.
Which year was this? Please remind me.
Before the beginning, like all through last season, not all through last season, all through the beginning of this season.
Post Frank Lampard?
No. I'm talking about last season now.
Okay.
All through last season. So all through the beginning of all through the beginning of this season, before the summer, and when Boli was just taking over. All we're hearing about is like project. Okay, I'm talking about Chelsea fans.
No, but Chelsea fans don't ever believe in. Anyways, it's too late. This is medicine after death.
Yeah, it's too late.
It's too late. We don't talk like we don't believe in.
A lot of them still subconsciously believe in that project. They don't say it. That is why when you hear them talking, they will say, next season, as long as we finish top 5, we are okay. And then the following season, then whatever. So
Abdul, I told you, Chelsea fans are psychopaths. I will repeat myself again. I don't know people you are working with. See, there are some era in Chelsea fans who started watching Chelsea 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. And there are some who has been supporting Chelsea year back, 1998, 18 something. Those people are different because they understand the in and out of club. They don't understand what is called project. It's in this era of social media we are right now where they want to succumb themselves into project. When they talk, I don't listen, I mute my mic because they're gonna annoy me. Because I wasn't born in the era of support. Excuse me, when did Chelsea become Arsenal? Our Tottenham was believe the project.
But the thing is, if people started watching football, post-COVID, it doesn't mean that everything before then is not relevant anymore. Football
it's not relevant to them, Abdul. That's what they analyze. That's what I'm telling you.
That's fine. Then they should know who they are going to be discussing football with. But what I'm trying to say to people is like, this is my own lesson that I've learned from this Arsenal fiasco. Okay, that you don't say as a big club, you go and do projects because you might not meet your objective, and then what are you going to do? You're going to like start another project. Okay, what is happening now at Arsenal? I've said it right from the beginning of this season. I've been repeating it so many times on your show, Abdullah, that look, the Arsenal I am seeing this season are only playing better from what they are playing last season. It's not like their strategy. It's not like they've come totally different, or they've arrived, or what do you call it, or they've come to dominate, or they've come with a new era. They're just playing better from what they were playing last season, and they don't have game changers, what you call game changers, in their team. I tell you, if they had game changers, a world-class striker, a world-class keeper, they would have won the league and no stopping them. Because at some point, I think they were even like 8 points ahead, or maybe like 12 points ahead. Okay, so them not winning is not really their fault per se. If you kind of know how to read football, okay. But if they go ahead and get some game changers, then they might be able to replicate what they've done now next season and even do better.
I don't think so.
Just for me to finish quickly. What if you are a big club, Liverpool, Chelsea in particular, because that's what concerns me, okay? Our target and pure objective next season is how to hit 90 points. If we're not thinking about hitting 90 points, we should forget about everything we're talking about, everything we're talking about, or everything we plan to do.
That's an interesting stat. What does that translate to in wins?
It means that's how you can only challenge City.
Yeah,
no. Can you quantify that number-wise? I think it's an interesting stat. That's why
90
how many wins?
That 90 points means you are going to win close to 30 games or 30-something games.
Yes, you have to win at least 30 games.
30-something games.
I think it's better, Abdul. I think it's better you sell that pitch based on number of wins, because that's why I say it's an interesting stat. As soon as you said it, I had to interject.
90 points is
but because sorry to cut it, Emi.
At least how many games?
The year Liverpool finished 90, I think 97 points. Mancity finished 98. Liverpool won 37. I think 37 matches in a 37 matches 36.
How many matches did we win this season?
Come on, man.
Yeah, let me see.
Who win? Chelsea.
Let me see.
Anyways, I just found that number interesting, and it's funny how you guys have quantified
it. But Blue Eyes, hold on. Blue Eyes, look at this season, okay? City is 85 points, and they've still got 3 more games to play, okay? And they've played like 20. They've won 27. So if you look at it, they can still win they are still going to win like close to 30 games this season. You get it? So the thing is, if
that's why Abdul, that's why I'm saying it's very important that I think the interpretation should always be based on number of games won as opposed to how many points. Because this points thing,
I get it.
you understand what I'm saying? Because that's why I had to interject when you made that statement, because
it's close to
it made sense. But I wanted to know what it meant in number of games. Because
like guys, you can see where Mancity is. So far, they won 27 games out of 35 matches, right?
Imagine.
That tells you
exactly
the margin of little error that you need to be able to challenge this team. To challenge this team, at least you should win 30 matches.
30 matches.
And the rest,
exactly.
At least 30 matches.
Because if you win 30 matches, you can easily draw. You can draw, win. It's fine. But 30 matches has to be
that should listen. This is the best. This is the only pitch that I've had in the past 2 seasons. Tell me number of games.
Yeah,
like I'm a kilometers guy. If you tell me kilometers, I'll tell you the guys that have the kilometers.
Yeah,
but
you need
number
to
of games is different.
Matches.
You have to win like 30 games. I think 30 games.
Yeah, because Man City can't win 30 matches in it. Like you have 3 matches to go, they can win those remaining 3 matches to get it to 30.
Yeah, and that would be like 90. That's 94. If I'm not mistaken. That's 94. If I'm not mistaken, though.
But that means winning 30 matches, ladies and gentlemen, is basically winning because the first.
Because if they win their next 3 matches, that's 94 points.
Divide by 3. That's 31 games.
31 games, yeah.
I'm using your formula. I could be wrong.
Yeah, if they win their next 3 matches, they will be 94. They will finish the season with 94 points.
31 wins.
Yeah.
So how many wins? They're probably about 27 or 28 wins.
27 wins already now.
Okay. So plus or minus. There you go. There you go.
So the thing is, if our objective, our drive, our plan, okay, is not aiming towards this target, okay, next season, okay, then we'll still be recycling the same story about Chelsea that we've been having for the past 3, 4, 5 seasons. It will just be the same story. Okay, that is why, for a start, I even say for me personally, because I've seen where we're going. We all know where we're going to. We all know what our destination should be. That I don't want Pochettino because I don't think he's this kind of guy. It's not that kind of guy that will go crazy and say, look, we have to win at 27, 30 games. I don't see it in him. This is our destination. We already know. And if you look at Chelsea for the past 4, 5 seasons, I don't think we've even gone past 76 points.
We did it under Conte. We finished the season 95 points.
No, not under Conte. Like under Saints, Sarri, and Lampard.
No, under Sarri we finished 3rd. We finished 70. What? I think 78 or 70 something. Sarri finished 3rd and won the Europa League.
Okay.
Apart from Sarri.
No, but Abdullah, between Sarri and now, Pep has won the league 5 times.
Yes, he has.
See, that's what I mean. So he's not going to drop his standard next season.
Yeah. You have to match the standard with Pep. We have to match
exactly. So we know where we're going to. So we have to be very careful. All this.
And I think, in as much as, because I don't want to debate on this topic, but I will a little bit, in as much as I don't rate Pep. I said Pep, sorry, my bad. Poch. But in Tottenham Hotspur, in his best season, he finished 84 points or 85 points in his best season. That was when he finished 2nd. Is it 2nd or 3rd? I think 2nd. So Poch knows the what he needs to do to match up with City in terms of kilometer that Blaise was talking about. How many points can he get to City? He knows how to, because he's been there before. In terms of, if I can win 35 games or 30-something games, I can match City. He's been there, he knows it. So I don't rate him, but he has that experience where I can give it. He has the body of work. Like, okay, I've seen the body of work which he has done. I can give him that leeway.
So anyway, that's my take on Arteta and Arsenal. Because really I don't really care much about Arsenal, so I'm not going to dwell. The only thing I'm looking at from their season is the lesson I can learn from it. And somebody made one interesting stat. He said, what's it called? He said Pep Guardiola sold Raheem Sterling, Zinchenko, and Jesus. to buy Haaland and win the league.
Yep. He's a madman.
Okay. So when he sold those three before he brought in Haaland, you would think like, okay, Man City.
And he sold Cancelo to Cancelo to Bayern.
No, well, that was recently. I'm talking about from the start of the season. If you look at that squad, you would think like, oh, their squad has gone thin. They might not be able to win the league. And see what they've done.
Yeah.
See what they've done.
Yeah,
You know, it's because this guy has a pure objective in his head, a clear objective of where he's going to. He knows his target, he knows his destination, and he knows how to get there. You know, so
yeah, no.
I hope we know what we're doing.
Congratulations to Manchester who has won the league today. We will take on Arsenal, Mikel Arteta. Crumbling. And we said it. Our boy again. He scored in, I think, 4 consecutive matches now. That were winning. And he was the man of the match. And congratulations to Nottingham Forest. They are playing in the Premier League in next season.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can you hear me? Okay. Just let me, if anytime you just hear me fading away, just let me know, because I mean, okay. Just let me know. Yeah, man.
You're fading away.
I am. This guy.
Come on, relax.
Come on, relax yourself, man. Yeah. In terms of Arsenal today, man, it's just crazy. It's just crazy how people can revert back to type without even trying. Just going back home. This thing about going back home is not funny. This thing about what that you've seen this movie before is not funny. I don't know if you've watched Home Alone. Remember watching Home Alone during Christmas time?
Yeah,
with video cassettes. Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, Macaulay. Yeah.
Exactly. That one is a legendary movie. Every Christmas now you have to.
Every Christmas you have to watch Home Alone
because you know how it's going to end.
Exactly.
And for some reason, I couldn't believe it, man. And it even didn't end the same. It even ended with even more of a twist. Yeah. You hand the championship to
Mancity.
You say, hey, guys, just before you make it a weekend, can you have this, please? I don't get it. But, at the end of the day, if you're a Chelsea fan today, you're celebrating. But be careful the way you celebrate, that you're not celebrating mediocrity. Because as a Chelsea fan, this was a very terrible season for all of us.
Yeah, we know that.
You cannot just... I understand that Arsenal has choked and Arsenal has reverted back to type. We're happy. We are still the kings of London. We still run London. However, we cannot dwell on it.
Wait, Blue Eyes. What did you say?
Thank you. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say right now. Don't dwell on this result that is happening today with Arsenal. Arsenal has done what Arsenal normally does. But what have you done, Chelsea? This is where I'm going with my statement. What have you done? Are you going to play Champions League in the next 6 months?
No.
Oh, okay. Are you going to play Europa? Are you going to play Europa?
No. Overrated.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
But I can take that for one season, and I'm proud of the season.
Blue Eyes, Blue Eyes, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that we are 2-time champions of Champions League and Europa, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Am I making a mistake here?
No.
Oh, so now you want to sell your accomplishments to me?
Of course.
Okay. And Newcastle, your mate. Newcastle, your junior brother. So Newcastle, your junior brother qualified for Champions League. Where are you?
To them. Did they have a UCL or no? We move.
Where are you?
Blue Eyes. Newcastle is like Leicester City in the Champions League, just confused. They don't know what they're doing there. It's like tour for them. Let them enjoy it.
Okay. At least this is the kind of spirit we want to feel. But I don't think you guys are. We still have to consider your application. Your application is still under review, please. The two of you. Still under review. We'll get our people to contact your people.
We've been there before. One season out of UCL, we won the league. So we've been there before. So I'm not surprised. It happens.
But listen, Arsenal, I don't know what happened today. they tried to, I don't know what it was, but they literally actually gave it away. Like they deliberately gave this game away. Deliberate Nottingham Forest, like Abdullah said, and one in
in last 4 matches he scored.
The guy knows how to score up against the so-called top 6.
He scored 5 goals. 5 goals in the last 4 matches.
Imagine.
5 goals.
He scored 2 against us, right?
Yeah, 2 in the last matches he scored 2 goals.
Yeah, he practically just kept Nottingham Forest in the league.
He kept them all.
He practically kept
Nottingham Forest. According to the stat, he's the first player to score 10 goals. 10 goals. Is it 10 goals? Yeah. Is it the first night? So I have to find the record, but it's the first player to score 10 goals in terms of keeping a relegation team up.
So that means we don't have the right midfield in the Super Eagles team, you see? Because at the end of the day, maybe, or we don't have the right coach, I don't know. Because it comes down to finding, like, the ability to utilize your strikers. Because unless, some people just pick up form. I know naturally, if you play football before, there's times when, like, towards the end of the season or towards the end of, you pick up like 10 good games. I don't know if you guys remember. Like towards the end of a season, you just pick up 10 fantastic games and you just form like that. Your coach will just follow you like that. But I don't know what it is because, man. Sorry?
I said it's been in form after I think since April. I think since May, something like it's been in form too because he was injured and I came back. After I came back from injury, I don't know what Steve Cooper did to Awoni. He just picked form. I'm not joking.
He's good with his head.
I don't know what happened.
The guy is good with his head, man. And he has size, right?
Yeah.
So he can bully his way into a position to score with his.
I want to say something because what I love about strikers is positioning, and I will rate manager who understand how to position player. Because if you look at Awoni, the way I think about him, I compare Awoni to this our Nigerian Agali, this tall idiot lanky bastard who doesn't even use his head. Like, he play for Southampton. This Agali idiot. What's his name?
Onuachu.
Onuachu, who is brainless.
No, but when you say Agali, there was once upon a time.
I know
Agali, exactly.
So I use that as a scenario because Onuachu is just tall, no brain, useless. In Awoni is tall, very kind of half body, and is very physical too. So I give Steve Cooper a very good credit because he positioned Awoni and he utilized his space very well and tell him, I want you to be in this position. And I want you to burn your, how do I put it? When you're making your moves, when you have to burn this, you know when to burn it. When you have to reduce your burning, you just calm down. So that kind of manager, I will rate that manager because he can put striker in the best position where you can utilize his strengths instead of diminishing his weaknesses. I don't understand if you get what I'm saying. And ever since coming from injury, is utilized Awoni in a very better way. Where I mean, I'm like, okay, hold on a minute. It's not the same Awoni I watch in Bundesliga. It's not Awoni I watch. I don't understand. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
No, I hear you, of course.
So that I rate Steve Cooper for that because putting him in a position to score goals. Because EPL is very, very tough. I'm not joking. People struggles a lot when it comes to other leagues to come into the new league to adapt. To get the use of the system, to get the use of how the team want to play and everything. But according to the manager, because it was his first target, I want Awoni in my team. It was a record signing. Plus, it was bought for 50 million, 40
million. Something, 45.
Yes, it was a record signing. But utilizing his strength and his ability, I have to give props.
I'm like, why is it that our strikers are signing for Nottingham Forest? But now I can see why. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Okocha going to Bolton.
Come on, Blue. Don't do that. Don't do that.
No. It's almost the same effect.
Wait. It's King Black here. The Gambler.
King Black.
Gibbs has been waiting for you for like since a month now.
I'm glad. Do we not have a case with this guy?
I have so many cases. Line up on him. Gibbs has been waiting for him for the past 1 month. Deserve apology. He hasn't given. He has been venting about Arsenal from the beginning of season. James sent me and told me, King Black, I'm waiting to crucify you. That's what they
Don't
told you.
chase him away. He's going to run away. Relax. He's going to
They are
run
waiting
away.
to hang you.
King Black is not here, man. Don't worry. He just
not there. It's right there.
He just put his avatar and bounced, man. Don't worry.
Talk about that now.
He's not here, man.
King Black.
Listen, what were we talking about again?
We're talking about winning you and everything.
I want to. Oh no, the guy is a classy striker, but like I said, a lot of people probably don't know, but this is because I think how old is Awoni now?
25. 25.
Okay, so he's a little bit younger than when Okocha came to Bolton. So Awoni, okay, good. That means he can still get one good contract.
What are you saying?
That kind of guy will probably end up at like Liverpool.
We shall see. It's from Liverpool, but they bought it from Liverpool because Liverpool had the buyback clause. But Nottingham Forest.
Oh yeah, that's right. He is from Liverpool.
He did not get the chance in Liverpool. That was why
the guy is a good striker. Hi.
That was why I said I credit Steve Cooper for utilizing his strength and putting in the
He's a good striker. No, guys, he's a good striker. He's a very intelligent. That goal, that goal he scored today. Not a lot of strikers scored that goal because what he did is he read the body language of the defender. And that's why I love that. No, the defender.
Gabriel,
you go with the body language because the easiest target for a striker is the goalkeeper. So that's why you need good defenders that will buffer, that will create the space between somebody trying to breach and somebody trying to defend. So again, it was the guy, just the way he read that ball. I'm like, okay, this is not high IQ. He knew that the defender was going to intercept, so he waited for him to intercept. Then he put his leg. You see, so that again, that's, ladies and gentlemen, that's a world-class goal. That's why when people hear world-class goal, they think exactly. Efficiency. No, King Black don't laugh.
You have so many apologies to make. I'll come to you later. I'll come to you later.
Are we supposed to have a conversation on who is supposed to start for Nigeria now?
James, I am waiting for you.
James, I'm
waiting for you.
Black, I just made my simple statement.
Let me make a statement. Black. I'm waiting for James. King Black is here. You want to crucify him? Me too. He's here. Let's finish up. Let's Arteta.
Yes.
Because
and then for Mikel Arteta, listen, I don't get it.
What don't you get? If you don't get it, forget about it.
Exactly. You're right. Because for me, listen, I would have played second fiddle to the last minute because it then comes down to 3 points. That's why I love basketball. I would have played that second fiddle as opposed to this whole, if we haven't won it now, we don't win it again. And that's what happened today.
Is that what he said?
No, the game, the end product.
Oh,
exactly. It's the end product that I'm talking about. I don't think these guys were positioned to drag it on, because they could have just dragged it on. If that's a word, dragged, probably not. But they could have just dragged it on till the end and play for that last 3 points, hoping for Mancity to drop. Because
sorry to cut you short.
No problem, bro.
I understand that the way it's playing and everything, but I said it in August when we did the stream. I said it. As this Arsenal team is playing with emotion, and you cannot win the league without emotions. And when I said it, I don't even know if you people in America, you're listening to my stream. Eric said the same thing I said. You can win with that with World Cup and Champions League because those are tournament trophies. And the way Arsenal people, I'm saying it, Arsenal are lucky. They are playing teams who haven't understand the way they want to play. Once things figure you out in EPL, you are completely done.
So do you think teams have figured out?
Yes. Brighton figured them out. It figured them out last week. They lost.
So you think these 81 points where Arteta is now, let's say he finishes 84 points. You think next season he doesn't get 84 points?
It does not. I said it already. This year is their year. If they don't win the
Wait. He said next year they don't get 84 points.
They do not. I'm putting my money on it. They're not.
Wow.
Yes,
hey, Mr. James.
Yes, I'm ready.
Record that, please. Record that.
Yes, I'm ready. I said it already to Arsenal fans. This season is your year. Next season is over. Newcastle is improving. United are there. They're gonna improve. Chelsea already have a manager who's gonna improve. City will improve.
We'll get to
Liverpool
Chelsea.
will improve.
We'll get to Chelsea.
Even if Arsenal improve, for me, the negative on Arsenal is not even the players, it's the manager, Arteta. It does not have a plan B. And as a manager, if you don't have a plan B, you're gonna lose so many matches where you're gonna look clueless on the top.
So far this season, he has lost only 6.
Yes, it's lost only 6 because he
has won 25.
Yeah, but
on a very good day, if it was not Manchester City is the most consistent team in all of Europe, right?
I know. You know that.
In terms of it's very difficult to beat Man City to the title. Anywhere, any league they go to, they will win that league because they are that good, right? Over 38 games. So look at how many goals he scored. 92 goals.
Yeah, but the problem, the problem with Arteta and Arsenal is, my problem with them is, yes, I understand Arteta is inexperienced and I understand, but as a manager, you have to be adaptive to your position, which Arteta doesn't have. Pep did it this year because between April, August, September, October, Pep and Haaland and everything. Pep was angry with his player because
he was
they weren't playing to Haaland's strength. And Pep came out and said it: if you are not going to play for my team, get out. They sold Cancelo because Cancelo was misbehaving. He was out. So Pep is the father of that team. Where if it did not go by his own way, you are out. And then Pep knows, okay. Even Bernardo Silva said it. He said that Pep told us we cannot be doing possession every time. Sometimes we have to be pragmatic and win some certain matches, which Arteta needs to use his brain and do. It was cautioned that Pep. Sometimes you cannot go pass possession. No, this is APL. You have to be pragmatic in some way where you gotta have a plan B to win. So in some certain stadium, you gotta go there and win. Where you can park the bus 1-0, lock up shop, 90 minutes, game over. Bye, adios. That's it.
I think
people will not criticize you. They won't understand.
I'll talk about this, sure.
They won't understand. But if you're going pass, you're gonna get everything. You figured out already.
Abdullah, like the Mourinho system is dead. That doesn't work. Defensive teams are dead. At least in a league format. Like, tell me, when was the last time a good defensive team? Because Napoli is attacking team, Bayern Munich attacking team, Barca attacking team, City attacking team.
But I guess you. But what I'm saying is, yes, you can play that. But certain things where you have to a little bit go pragmatic with them and win. Not every time you're gonna impose your superiority over them. I've seen Pep does it this year where he went to Emirates, he give us F you, come and play me. And in 1-3-1, it was like 90 minutes, lock up shot, game over.
I agree, but I don't think Arteta defenders
do the same thing. To win the Premier League match, you can't go possession every time. You gotta be able to be pragmatic in some way.
Abdullah, for that, right, for park the bus, you need to have good defenders. And I don't think Arsenal has any good defender. I don't even rate Saliba that highly.
I don't want to comment on that because Arsenal fans will hang you. Don't go there. Arsenal fans will hang you. So
they will hang you. No, but Gabriel, everyone knows he has a bozo gene in him.
I know.
Saliba also, there was a period between January, February, I think, where he was making mistakes regularly.
Yeah, I know.
So you need defenders like, say, Bastoni or peak Bonucci for that kind of football. They don't have that. Or take, say, a John Stones. You need a John Stones or Ruben Diaz if you want to play park the bus. They don't have it.
Ruben Diaz? No, Ruben Diaz will be eating.
No, I understand what cases.
Hold on. Did somebody say you need a John Stones? Hey,
yes.
I cannot believe that there's going to come a day
you don't need it.
when that phrase is going to be put out in football history.
Counter-attacking football, you can't
the
play.
Guy, thank you for saying that, making that statement. Whoever made that statement. Hold on. I just want to give their flowers to whoever made that statement.
No, they did it against us 9-1.
Oh, that's just
no. Somebody said you need a John Stones. I just want to acknowledge that statement. Who said that, please?
Yes.
I did. I think he's the best defender now. I know he's playing as a
Thank you, my brother.
He's
Educate
the
them.
best. Wait, what did you say? Johnson is the best defender in the Premier League?
It's debatable.
So for City is the best. I mean, I don't
It's
know.
debatable. Yes.
No,
You can
it
make
is.
an
It
argument
is.
for, but
I
I
don't
think
think.
Abdullah, I don't know if
I don't. I don't. I don't.
a
Wait.
pattern with
I don't
blue
think.
eyes.
I don't.
As
think
long as it's a
John
British
Stones-
player, is the best in that position. Very weird.
Oh, for British player. Okay,
nah,
yeah,
come on,
sure.
come on.
But in the Premier League, there's that Botman guy in Newcastle, right? Sven Botman. Yeah, I'll definitely take him over. Even
Listen,
Manchester United.
Keyman, for some reason you cannot deny John Stones his credit.
John Stones is good, but
No, Emmy, hold on. Let's just. I don't want to make people underestimate what Keyman, not Keyman. Somebody just said John Stones. He said John Stones. Casey. I don't want to undermine what he just said. We're not trying to make John Stones the best defender or the best player in English football. We're talking about efficiency 101, which is why I think Manchester City is actually where she is today. Because of the way this guy has been able to manage that real estate between defense and what?
Misfit.
So again, it's not about trying to come in here to say that John Stones is the best. No, listen. I don't know how long people have been watching John. I've been watching John Stones since Everton. I'm not going to lie, since Everton, because he was supposed to come to Chelsea. For people who don't know,
yeah, he was supposed to come. Yeah, I remember.
He said
he won't come to Chelsea.
Exactly. When he went to City, there was a Chelsea deal on the table as well too.
Yeah.
For people who remember.
I remember.
Because that time at Everton, everybody was keeping an eye on him. Like, who is this tall, lanky kid that is playing midfield that is playing defense that has midfield?
I remember Blue Eyes when he came to City. I think in his first 2 seasons, Pep was about to sabotage him out of the team because it was
hard. It was hard for him to play in
place.
place
Because it was having
I think they put him on sale one time.
On sales because it was having constant injuries, and Pep was like, "Get the fuck out of here! Get out! Get out!"
Yeah.
So and he revitalized himself together, and now he's a favorite.
No, Pep, because you know why? Because Pep had to coach against what's this boy that went to Barcelona from Chelsea?
Who?
Coach Pep didn't know how to coach against the boy that played defense for us in the second half. No, the one that went to Barcelona from Chelsea.
Oh, Christensen.
Nah, you guys are underestimating that guy. Pep said, "Who is this boy?"
It's also very good. Yeah.
Sorry?
Christensen has been pretty good for us this season.
Oh, you're a Barcelona guy. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know. Oh, you're a
See,
Barcelona guy.
let me just say this. Christensen is one of the best technical defenders in Europe. I've said it many times on this show.
Yeah.
There are very, very few defenders that don't need to
I miss the AC penitentiary.
Hold on. Christensen is one defender that doesn't need to slide tackle and get the ball. His position awareness is top notch. I remember in the Champions League final against Mancity, right? Thiago Silva got injured in the 17th minute. And people were like, "Oh boy, Chelsea is now going to lose." All these guys.
We got better.
Christensen played 73 minutes. And my God.
I said we got better. We got better when he came in.
I won't lie. I'm sure Pep did not prepare for Christensen that much.
That's what I'm saying. Emmy, now you're seeing where I'm going with my position.
No, but I know Christensen was that good since Gladbach, even those days.
No, but Emmy, you're absolutely right. Pep did not prepare for Christensen. That's why he's like, "Yo, John Stones, we need you on that same diet."
But Christensen is better than John Stones.
I don't know about that, man.
I don't know about
that. I think they're similar type of defenders.
They're similar kind of defenders, but I'll take Christensen because of experience.
No, I'll take John Stones, man. John Stones has not conquered Europe yet. Christensen has conquered, and Christensen played in that final.
He's about to do that though.
Let's see.
No, but I hear you, but John Stones is a bad man, man. Try. Listen.
John Stones is coming to his elements now. I'll give him his credit, but I've seen better. That's why I still say Christensen up there. Christensen is definitely up there.
No. Emmy. No. But do you guys remember the season they reached the Champions League final, right? I think it was the defensive partnership of John Stones and Diaz. that was actually they consider like very few goals.
No, but
in
it
the
wasn't Johnston's and Diaz though. It was Diaz and Laporte, right?
No. It was Diaz and Johnstones in 2020.
I think
but Johnston didn't play that final.
Oh, I think he was injured in that final.
He was injured in that final.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, but I didn't see him in that final game.
Go ahead, bless. Round up, guys. Arteta.
Oh no, I don't have much to say, but Arteta has done it again. Arteta has given people a chance to call him a PE teacher, but at the same time, Arteta has gained he's basically reclaimed Champions League positioning, and he gets money for doing that. But what really jumps out at me from the outside looking in as a rival fan is I've been watching Saka.
Bukayo Saka.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is, and maybe he wants.
Yeah, this is where I come in. Yeah,
I think Saka wants to. I don't think Saka wants. I don't think Saka wants to stay again. Is what
this
I'm
is where
getting.
I come in. Right. So this is where I come in.
No problem.
And it annoys. I keep saying it. I said the same thing on club too. When you're loyal to player too much, they let you down. Players are not babies. They are not babies at all. You are the manager. You get paid. If players not doing what you want them to do, put them on the bench. See, if fans come out and tell the fans, yes, he might be the star boy, but is he doing what I want him to do?
Well,
No, I'm not putting him on the bench.
Abdullah, should I tell you something? Should I say something? Today's game, I think, was Arsenal's 55, 50. They played a lot of games, right?
Yeah.
Let's say they played 55 games this season already, right? Close to 56 games. I don't know. I think it's about 55. But guess what? Saka has never played that number of games in his life.
Yeah.
This is the first time he's going to do that. I know people say, he's not a big player. But guess what? The boy, how old is he? How old is Saka?
It's 21, 20 something.
21.
Yeah. Okay. Saka has played about 3,000 minutes. Thank you for catching that vote with your feet. The guy is tired.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't tell. The guy is tired.
But why is Arteta keep playing him? You can rotate.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It comes out to management.
Arteta will tell you that Pep has the ability to bench Mahrez and play Bernardo Silva on the right, or play Foden on the right? But he cannot bench Saka. Who will he play on that right?
You can play Trossard because he's been playing Martinelli, and Martinelli is injured now. So that's what I'm saying.
Guess what? Martinelli is injured because of exhaustion too.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying.
These guys are all young kids. You can't compare them to the Mancity. The Mancity players, their bone don't strong.
No. I'm not.
They'll be like layer. They'll be like chicken layer.
But what I'm telling you,
layer and do broiler.
What I'm saying
use and do stew, man.
No, layer and waiting they use chop and their bone don't strong.
Yeah, I get you. I get what you say, but what I'm saying, this is why I'm having a go at.
Use and do stew.
Why
That's in the bag.
I want to talk about when Blaise brought it up. I understand what you said, but when I keep playing players, match after match after match,
you know the problem.
When it comes to execution,
who they rotate into, who they rotate to. Arsenal does not have the squad depth. That's the problem.
You brought Trossard for a reason.
He can play Trossard, but who played the other wing now?
Martinelli is there.
Martinelli is crap. He's actually.
I get what you are a manager. You've been paid to make some certain bold decision. Make that decision.
But those bold decisions will make your team weaker.
If you see, made those decisions. It's gonna weak. You will take the blame as a manager because you know you've done something different.
So it's better to. You're saying it's better to lose points?
No. I'm not saying it's better to lose points. But I'm saying at least I'm making a bold decision where everybody can see. I'm not just being predictable.
You don't just make a bold decision because you want to make a bold decision, bro. See, if the bold decision backfires, it backfires on you.
Yeah, I get you. But what I'm saying is, I don't want to use Pep because Pep and Mancity has a score depth.
That's what I'm saying. You're chasing
what I'm saying is, yes,
Pep, let's just say this, right? Pep is the epitome. Mancity is the person everybody's trying to catch. If you want to beat Manchester, someone said it here. The reason Manchester City continues to win the league is because their squad is better than 16 to 18 teams in the Premier League in terms of squad depth and in terms
that's not true. That's not true. Sorry.
That's true.
They just, I mean, they just have 16 like top level players. That's it.
No, they don't have 16 top level. They have more than 16. I think they have 18.
Okay, 18. But look at Chelsea. You guys have like, I don't know, 30, 40 players.
No, don't look at Chelsea, please. Chelsea is not on the rating now right now. Can you see Chelsea in the first 11 teams in this Premier League as we are looking at it right now? So why are you talking about Chelsea? Yeah, Chelsea.
No, my point is that if their squad is so, if your squad is so deep, why couldn't you compete with them?
Oh no! So they have two things working for them, right? They've been with the same manager for 7 seasons now. In Pep, and guess what? And then they also have the quality that no other team in Europe. I will tell you that in terms of squad depth, I don't think there are any other team that beats Man City. And you know when they played Real Madrid, I actually started looking at, wow, look at who they're bringing off the bench. Look at who Madrid is bringing off the bench. I'm not saying that, that's an excuse, but that's a big factor that you need to also put into the equation, because when you have that squad depth, guess what? You can easily rotate and keep the same quality on the field and get those results. What you're saying is you want Arsenal to rotate with Vieira, Lokonga.
No. I'm not talking about that because Blah is brought up. Blah is brought up Bukayo Saka, and I'm like, yes, he's played so many times because he hasn't been in this situation before, and I'm like, I understand that. That's what I'm saying. That after play on Arteta and the board to where you're gonna play a lot of matches this season. At least in January, you brought in players. They should have looked at the position and say, okay, let's buy in players in Saka's position. Maybe if he's injured, he's out of the game. We can bring someone that can play there. You brought in Suicide because you couldn't buy Mikaela Madrid. Okay, fair enough. Who do you buy again after Suicide? You brought in Jorginho. What of the winger? They loaned out Nicola Pepe because
Pepe is not good enough. How many goals has Pepe scored up to 30 goals for Arsenal in his whole 5 years?
No.
Answer the question. Has he scored up to 30 goals?
No. But before they bought him,
5 years.
Before they bought him.
I'm looking at City's squad against Real Madrid. I can name just 5 players, actually 4 maybe, who will like start for any major team. It's Alvarez, Mahrez, Phil Foden, and Laporte. Yeah, 4 players from their bench. So this idea that they have this insane depth, I mean, I just don't see it.
Oh, they have insane depth. No, look at the entire squad. Don't look at just a match day squad, because you're not looking at the injuries they have. They have also players that are injured too.
Wait. Casey, did you say City does not have a crazy squad?
City has at least 18 players. Yeah, they have at least 18 players that they can rotate and move around and shuffle. See, let me tell you something. Let me tell you how Man City. Wait. I don't have to name it. Let me tell you how Man City wins the league, right? The league is a marathon, right? They might start slowly. They might start a little, they'll just picking up the 1-0 wins at the beginning of the season to kind of understand, the level of opposition that they are coming against. But once week 10 starts, Man City is on a run. They're doing 10, 11, 14 you can't catch them. In that 14 games, in that next 14 games to week 24, right? They are winning at least 12 out of 14.
Yes.
That is when they tell you, catch me if you can.
But I mean,
how many hold on. How many teams in the Premier League can win 12 games in a stretch?
Liverpool.
When last they do it?
Last season.
No.
When they won the league, they did it.
That was 2020. I mean 20. That was a long time ago, man.
In 2019 also.
Yeah, that's a long time. This is 2023. Liverpool does not have the legs to stop winning in the stretch.
That's a championship winning form.
Any team that can do 12 games stretch within that week 10 to week 24 will most likely win the league.
But Arsenal did it this season.
They didn't do it. They didn't win 12 in a row.
Did they?
No,
No, they never won 12 in a row. Do you know what is win 12 in a row?
They started their winning streak in what month?
No, they were not winning always. They won like 7 or 8. That was their max.
Yeah, they won. I think 10.
They didn't get up to 10. I might be wrong, but maybe
I'm pretty sure they get 10. Yeah.
I think they got up to 10. I think
No, Abdullah, there were a few draws in between.
Yes, please, someone check. They did not see. You know, it is win 12 in a row. That's 36 points. That's a that's a third of the season. That tells me that in 30% of the season, you actually maximize points for 30%. There are not many teams that can do that in this Premier League. That's what Man City does year in, year out. They're currently on a run now.
I mean, what I'm trying to say is this season at least, that's on Pep's coaching, not on the squad depth.
No, it's not. It's a combination. You can't separate it, right?
How can you say it's just Pep's coaching?
With Haaland,
it's not just Pep's coaching. It's a combination. Let me tell you something. Man City is a fused team. You cannot separate the impact of the coach with the impact of the players or the board. You can't. You can't separate them and say, oh, and 25% of Man City's wins came from Pep's inputs during matches. Or 30% of Man City's wins came from Haaland's goals, or 28%. No, you can't do that. It's a fused machine. You can't separate it. It's like beans and rice in the same bowl, right? You can't.
No, but hold on a minute. What do you mean you cannot? The reason why Man City created this legacy is because of Pep's cooking.
It's not just Pep.
What are you talking about?
It's not just Pep. They spent money and brought in quality players too.
Hold on. Let's just go by. Listen, I'm not a stats guy. Okay?
Yeah, I'm a stats guy.
If you look at, I know you are. Okay, good. Let's go by your DNA as a stats guy. By stats, Chelsea, Man City has created consistency ever since who came in at the top?
Pep. But if you open, hold on. Is Pep the most? So since the Arab guys bought Man City
in 2012,
2008,
Pep is the most successful.
Hold on. Since 2008 to 2023, that's 15 years, right?
Yes.
How many seasons has Pep coached out of those 15 years?
You're the one calculating.
I'm just asking. This is 8 seasons, right?
But how many chips has he won? How many chips?
Now,
has he won 5?
Wait.
Wait.
The thing is this, right? When they bought the club, they had Mark Hughes, right? Mark Hughes was there for 2-3 seasons.
Chelsea legend, Mark Hughes, Chelsea legend.
Yes, Chelsea legend, Man U legend. They actually got Mark Hughes for 2-3 seasons, right? In 2011, they made a change. They brought in what's his name?
Pellegrini.
Mancini,
yeah, exactly.
Mancini came in and won their first league title for them in 2012, right? Yeah. Since 2012 to 2023, I think it's maybe only 3 seasons that they've not won the league. I might be wrong.
And it's all Pep.
No, it was not all Pep. It was not all Pep.
But
Pellegrini won one. Pellegrini won one. How many has Pep won?
He has won 5.
With Man City, just with Man City.
5. This is 6th title.
Hold on, 5 what? 5 what?
This is 5th title.
This is the 5th.
Emi, you're wrong here. So
wait, what?
Pep joined them in 2016.
No, this season is his 5th. Blue eyes. This season is the 5th league title that is winning for Man City.
Okay, so exactly. So
that makes out of 8 seasons, since 2016 to 2023, that 7 seasons?
No, 7 seasons.
Let me drop the bomb now. In 7 seasons, he has won 5, right?
Yeah.
Pellegrini had 3 seasons, he won 1, right?
He won 1, yeah.
Or is it 3 seasons or 2 seasons?
No, Pellegrini won 1.
I mean, you're talking too much. Listen, the difference is this.
No,
this is the difference.
What I'm saying is this, right? Yeah. The length of Pep's contract and the investment they've made over that time versus the other teams has actually enabled him to win all those titles.
No, you failed it. Let me say something.
I'm about to say the last thing. Especially with his cooking skills of actually mixing and matching this thing to stay competitive sustainably over all those seasons.
Let me say
Period.
something here.
That is
Let me, no. Let me say something.
That is what has helped this Man City team.
Let me just say something here. No, Amy, please. That ideology must not foster. And this is the reason why I say this. Listen carefully. The only reason why Pep is where he is today in the EPL, can anybody guess? Is because that Man City group that invested in Man City. What's the name of that? Is UAE, right?
Yeah,
UAE. What they built was a pay per performance plan, and Pep was lucky enough to win 3 EPL. That enough keeps you in a job.
He didn't win 3 in a row though. This is his first 3 in a row.
No, I know, but he's shown signs that he could.
See, his first season he didn't win the league, right? Conte won the league.
But that's the first season. Come on.
But listen, hold on, guys. Don't go too far. I want to speed. No, you don't need to go fast. Listen, the reason why Pep is a threat. The reason why Man City is a threat today is because of Pep. True or false?
It's not true. Not totally true.
Come on, man.
No, it's not totally true.
I think Pep is a very lucky manager.
Stop. Okay,
then lucky manager. The guy is
very lucky guy.
He builds his team.
He's a very lucky guy.
When you hire Pep, Pep tells you this is what he needs.
Let me give you why I said it. Why I said he's a very lucky guy. He's not the god of this thing like everybody sees him right now. He's in a position where he is because he got lucky at first.
Okay,
but then he's lucky. Because he came from coaching Barcelona youths to just managing Messi and Xavi and Iniesta and Busquets.
Okay, how come nobody else has done it?
That's why I say luck.
Okay,
not everyone had.
Nobody else is that lucky, King Black. How come nobody else is that lucky?
Bro, you are not listening. You just want to respond. See, people are as good as Pep, but never got as lucky as he got.
Oh, Jesus.
I know what I'm saying.
Okay, so
this God mode that he is on right now, because he's on a God mode. It's not a testament to totally how good he has been. He has been very, very lucky. And the reason why I said that is coming from coaching La Masia and all that, coaching that Barcelona team, who was the best of the best, like one of the best of.
That's not true. That's simply not true.
No. Who was the best of all our generations? Because to coaching Bayern, even failed at Bayern, and then coming to Man City, who won the league before he even came. He didn't come to a crap Man City team who had no money, who had to struggle.
And what did he do to that?
Even though I know I cannot take away how elite he is, but he's not on that God mode that you are putting him on. That's what I'm trying to say.
King Black,
can I respond to Barcelona?
Hold on. Because King,
he has signed quality after quality after quality and his testament to first his recruitment team, Man City's recruitment team. Those guys, the way they are moving, they keep bringing in quality. If they bring in a player, they bring in 3 players, two has to work. If it doesn't work, the next season is gone and nobody's talking about it. Or the 2 seasons later is gone slowly, and before they let go of one player, they have replaced that player over the course of 2 seasons. The way they are moving, the way they are running the club is the reason why they are this strong. You remember when Eka Godogan, he wants to go back to Barcelona, for like 3 seasons. But what does the club do? They'll make a decision. Not if he wants to go, let him go. They would Pep. Do you think this guy should go? If Pep says this guy, no, I still need him here. It doesn't matter what he wants. I better keep him, add more money. They will add more money. Everything works in his favor.
But
that's why I said.
That's what I'm saying.
See, not everybody gets that lucky. Not everybody gets
that lucky. He has
Emi, 2 seconds. King Black, I understand. Emi, 2 seconds. Let me 2 seconds. Kicking Black, I understand the argue you are coming from, and I actually agree with that point of view, that reasoning. Okay, I agree with it. But what stops other clubs from giving their managers the same power? Is that Pep's fault?
God bless you. God bless you. First of all, the other managers, they don't get run. They are not running. They are not as smart. They are not as yes. They are not as
So
smart.
that's on Pep then. So Pep, it's on Pep.
They are not as smart. And they,
No,
you know what?
You can't say that. You can't say that.
I know what. Wait, hold on now. Look at Chelsea. Since we do not have a director of football at all. No sporting.
So
No.
all the people that this guy hired,
Wait. You are listening to respond. That's what I'm saying. Yes.
So
we do not have a scouting system. Man City has like 3 running clubs. They have a system. How many clubs? Look at Man United now. They have not been run in an elite way. The way Man City are being run from academy to that first team in a very elite manner.
Well, how many of their academy players? Have come to their first
and then
team?
they have a world class school as well.
You say they have a good academy.
You get what I'm saying?
How many of the academy players are playing their first
two.
Zero.
The academy players. Look at you see. Wait.
No, it's Foden and Lewis.
Because I mentioned academy.
You say they are well-run academy. Blah blah blah. Okay, how many?
No, Emmy.
If I say you are speaking to respond now.
Let me put the question better.
You say I'm saying something.
Let me put the question.
The academy is not academy of any team is meant to generate money for the team. Academy of any football club is not necessarily to promote them and just put them in this thing. It's just to give those kids opportunity.
No.
Wait now. Wait, no, let person learn.
That's not totally.
No, we are trying to reboot what you said because
no, it's not. There's no rebooter.
Because you are giving
I agree with what you said, but I still want to.
If you check Real Madrid, check Barcelona.
When last did the Man City Academy win the UEFA Youth Championship?
That's why I said it's not necessarily meant to promote any. These things are meant to generate money. These things are money making opportunity.
How much are these players generating for Man City? How much?
How would you know? Are you working with Man City?
But if wait, let me tell you, if Man City sells an academy player for more than 30 million, we will all know. Yes or no? Yes.
I think this whole
I cannot tell you. I've seen.
How about the loan system?
The loan.
How
many players can you loan these days? 5 years, 5 players? You can't loan more than 5 players, right?
That's banned. FIFA is banned.
Yeah, according to UEFA and FIFA, you can't loan more than. So, when you sell this team,
you are saying the essence of the youth system or the academy is what now? What's the argument here now?
No, what I'm saying is this, right?
This youth system and all of these systems is that once in a while, maybe we can get a great player from here.
No, but
the major thing is just
when you were measuring Man City as a football club, you said that their academy is one of their strengths, that they have academies that go.
No, I said the way they are run. I didn't say it's one of their strengths. And I never mentioned their strength and weakness. Their strength is the first team. The first team is their strength.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes. And even way before Pep came
in the first team, because that's over £1 billion, right?
Way before Pep came, they have been signing quality in that first team.
They signed Benjamin Wari in that team at some point.
These guys are very ambitious. You can't take that away.
No, King, I want to reboot what you said. See, I understand what you talk about, and I've said it. I even talk how can even if he's here, you can correct me if I'm wrong on this. You're talking about the recruitment. The same recruitment has been working with Pep when he was in Barcelona. And I will say it again. Yes, Tigi Bigaristin. Ferrano, Sorano, whatever his name is,
remember
has
him
been
and
working with.
Tigi
Yeah, Tigi because
City is basically
they were teammates.
They were teammates. Remember,
They were teammates in 1994. Yeah,
yes, they were teammates. So if you're talking about Man City,
that means that's testament to the recruitment team.
No. Hold on.
What are we now saying? What did I say that was wrong?
No. I'm trying to repeat and tell you that I get what you said, but if you're gonna say, we said most teams.
Man City have their own recruitment team.
No. Wait. Yes,
they have theirs.
But I'm telling you that you can't use Chelsea as a yardstick because Liverpool are there when they had club when they bought.
I don't think you called Chelsea.
And the players very well. That work with club.
Chelsea as a yardstick.
No, I'm just look at Chelsea as an example, and I'm telling you that.
A question. This is why I said it's like you are listening. You are looking for a point that you can use.
No. I'm trying to reboot what you said when you say. I get what you said in terms of Mancity.
No, Abdul asked a question. I was trying to answer. He said, "Why has nobody else?" I said, "Not everybody is as smart run their clubs as smart as Man City run."
And I disagree. I said because Liverpool too
with the same level of money. Even the ones that are smart don't have their money.
Yes, I understand they don't have their money, but they have their smartness in terms of buying players with quality and also winning and competing.
Can I just speak on the Barca thing?
These guys have over 400 million defenders at some point. Like
I know, that's not true. I know. And I'm telling you that Liverpool may not have the money, but they competed.
In case you say that's not true.
No, I repeat it. I'm telling you, I said Liverpool are smart. They don't have the money, but they are smart because they competed with Man City. They did.
When did they start to get smart? Within just 3 years, and now they are smart.
Before club came in, they were Brendan Rodgers. They were. I think they were. I don't know who was before Brendan, but they were Rodgers. And when they went for club. And when club came in, club came with
Abdullah, you want to compare Liverpool that just had Michael Edwards, one guy that is a sporting. Do you know how many directors of football and sporting directors are at Man City? You need to go to their list. You need to open Man City and check the sporting directors and check the caliber. And check the caliber of the guys that are there.
I will say to you
that's why I'm saying not everyone is.
If Cow is there, he can come and correct me here.
Anyway, let's move on. Because
I just want to quickly talk about.
I don't think we have all the facts, right? Let's move on.
King, your take on Arsenal and the Arteta before we move to the your take. Because we're there, King. You were here. We said it. Me and you told you. This Arsenal team, we are kind of putting on the HMAPIONS. I'm telling you, me and you, I've done this dance before. Me and Blas were telling you. We have seen this kind of.
We want to apologize, man.
We have seen this dance before. It will collapse one day, and he has.
Yeah, they have collapsed, but they have given it their best shot. I don't get this Arteta banter. I don't understand it at all, especially from a club that is finishing 15 or 14 or 13 before the season ends. We don't even have. We're not on the ground.
Sorry. King Black.
No. We are not on the ground.
Arsenal.
Chelsea as a laughing stock.
Oh my God.
No.
We survived the war. You know, right?
We can banter Arsenal because
I'm not sure it's this season. If you want to banter Arsenal, maybe banter Arsenal when you are winning the league like Man City. Banter Arsenal when you don't get knocked out of Champions League without scoring a goal against Madrid that got pumped.
You can't do. Kim Black, I don't. That analogy you're using is a false analogy.
No. How do we say no? If we want to banter, we can banter. All of this Arteta talk as if he doesn't know what he's doing, as if he's the most horrible manager in country against a Man City, against this quality of Man City.
No. King.
Against a club of this stature.
No. Wait, King Black. I have a question. Wait. Abdullah, 1 second.
No.
King Black. How many times did Arsenal?
What you are doing right now, I don't like it because it's like you don't know the club you support in Chelsea. Yes, we're having a terrible horrendous season. I agree, but Arsenal is Arsenal. Chelsea is Chelsea. They are different echelon of a club between each other. Arsenal can say whatever they want to say. Yes, they can. whatever they want to say. The last time Arsenal won the Premier League title was in 04, the invincible season. And since then, they have been making noise. They haven't heard
we are about to go. Since we are on a gamblers project. Just wait. Shebi, you said 04. The last time won.
I'm telling you right now.
2047 is the next time we win the league.
I will put my money on it. I will tell you right now.
That time, Emmy will not be talking as sharp as this.
No. I'm telling you the fact right now. I don't understand why you are being this.
Abdul will be talking small by then.
You are giving that this big love. Chelsea is having an.
Calm down, Abdullah. Let me explain my point.
What I'm telling you is Chelsea.
Look at Keyman's deep. Look at Keyman's profile picture.
Yes, King Black. Look at it.
What do you stand to? What gives you pride in this?
That they didn't win.
Of course, I'm going to where you are.
Wait, I have a question. So when Arsenal fans were bantering me for being at 11, 13, I cannot banter them when they lose the title. But do you not see your own reasoning here?
Did they lose the title? They just didn't win the title.
They bottled it. No. They bottled that title. There were 8 points clear. And they bottled it.
Abdullah, one second.
They bottled it.
King Black, how many times did Arsenal face City this season? How many times?
Look.
No, wait. Answer the question. How many times did Arsenal face City this season?
City is a much.
No, don't talk about City. We're talking about Arsenal.
You guys
how many times did Arsenal face City?
I have like 10 minutes, 5 minutes max to be here. Allow me to speak. You have been speaking as a commentator for like 16 hours.
Go ahead and speak.
If you guys will let me, like Arsenal have bottled the title. We all know that, but don't try and make it feel like Arteta does not know what he's doing. With what he has in his table, he has done fantastic. He has done fantastic this season. Mancity is far superior to anybody, and that's what pisses me off the most. And the fact that people are just saying it's Pepe. This quality they have. The quality they do have in that team is stupid. You put Bernardo in that Arsenal team, they raise a level. Just one player. We raised Man United, we raised Chelsea this level to another dimension, just a little bit better. Much better. Just one player from there. Pep have struggled with a lot of players too. He has struggled with a lot of players that he had to sell because they were not good enough. Keeping this core, this team he has is is a very dangerous team. And that's been my fear. That's why I didn't want him to win. That's why I love my underdog stories. Just leave me alone with wanting Arsenal to win.
If you want underdog stories, it's not Arsenal. Don't put Arsenal there.
I don't care. I don't have personal affiliation with Arsenal. Like Arsenal sleep with my wife. Arsenal, nothing. It's just banter for banter's sake online. That's it. There's no much affiliation like hatred or something.
Wait. If you say it's banter online, why are you getting mad?
That's why I feel like
for losing it. I don't understand you, King Black.
That's why I say I don't have a personal hatred.
But then you're saying
I don't know if you can hear me, but it looks like Keyman is speaking in another language. I don't have a personal hatred for them. That's why they are doing really well, and they have crop of players from absolutely nowhere who are actually performing well. Their central back is playing as a right back and he's doing well. Okay, and they are 8 points clear. I'm like, if they could just hold on, can they just hold on?
Yeah,
but you guys from the beginning, because of the personal hatred of Arsenal.
No. It's not the no. Let me just say. You guys never gave the last topic, but Emmy. No.
You guys never gave Arsenal any credit at all.
Yeah,
and I understand. And I understand. Banter aside, you need to clap for them. Nothing more. There's no need to shit on
That,
them.
okay, wait,
We
wait,
are
wait, wait,
facing
hold on,
a juggernaut of a Man City,
King Black,
right
you
now.
need to relax, man. You need
Hold
to
on a
relax.
minute, hold on here.
No,
So
you
I
need
should
to
clap
relax
for
and
this.
allow
Clap
people
for who?
just
Clap for
make.
who?
Why should we clap
Then
for
you
that?
I'm
catch me
confused.
clapping
King
for
Black,
anybody.
clap for who? Hold on.
Clap for who?
Guys, wait, please wait.
Nah, King Black.
Clap for who? I'm
I
confused
said
about who.
clap for them.
King
Oh,
Black.
you
Clap
did
for
12
what?
position.
No,
You they
King
look
Black,
people where they
King
second.
Black, hold on.
Then be your elder
Because
brother
what
right
you are
now.
saying right now is I'm kind of a little bit, I'm confused because I'm like, hold on a minute, though. This,
Clap
you're
for
talking
who?
about this Arsenal team.
I beg
Hold on a
you.
minute.
Anybody catch me
This is
clapping,
clap
please
for who?
just remind me, I beg.
Clap
Because
for
I'll
who? Because King Black, I'm confused about you. I already told you, Chelsea is Chelsea. Arsenal is Arsenal. Arsenal will always be Arsenal. There will always be Arsenal.
I'm
So
not
this
clapping
love,
for anybody.
this affiliation,
See,
this admiration for Arsenal, I'm confused. I
we
don't
are
get
too,
it.
it's not an admiration. See, I am a football lover before I became a Chelsea fan. Before I became a Chelsea fan, I was a football fan. So that one, we need to put that aside first.
So therefore, we have to be loyal to the social justice.
You have to
of
first
football.
be loyal to football.
So loyal to football because of what? Because they finished second, you clap for them. You have done enough.
No, Abdullah. I think King has a point.
King Black, my brother.
See, I was a football fan. Let me repeat again, please, for those who have difficulties.
I beg you,
I was a football fan before I became a Chelsea fan.
Okay. So therefore,
I am loyal to football. I am absolutely loyal to my football.
So therefore,
because Chelsea might become scrubs for the next 30 years, and I'll just pick up another team that is footballing wise. If you relegate now, who is watching you in championship? You think I'm going to watch? If Chelsea relegates right now,
I'm confused about the way you analyze football because I've already said it from day one.
Do you know why you are confused? You are not listening.
Okay. I'm listening. I'm serious.
So therefore.
You remember when we do mathematics, where when you want to write down the last answer, you now say so therefore.
Hence why
I don't like Arsenal as much as
that's so therefore now 3 months. Now 3 dots.
As much as every
dots. So therefore,
as much as every other Chelsea fan. But me, if I see, because I don't like you, doesn't mean if I see you trying or if I see you doing good. Me, I don't want. See, when Man United or what club was it? Was it Arsenal that were closing to relegation as once? Was it 15 or 14?
17.
I was like me, because of my admiration of the EPL from the onset. I don't want Arsenal to relegate. Let them just be in the mud. Let them not relegate. Let them still enjoy it. I love the fun. We've not competed for the league since 2016 ourselves. So if Arsenal are trying to climb to the top while we are building project orphanage, let's watch it happen. Let's watch it out. Let's see what they're going to do. So I was just up for whatever was going to happen, but we all knew that Man City was just far superior than anybody else. How can you buy striker? You need a striker. You need a striker. You buy 2 at the same time.
Yeah. The ball Haaland.
What type of club runs like that? It's crazy. They bought Calvin Phillips that they didn't need for 45 million pounds. If Chelsea buys a player for 40 million pounds, all the fan base wants that player to play every week in, week out, or they will start crying on the internet.
Oil tax.
They bought 45 million pounds player they did not need.
Black. Oh, you mean like Kovacic is true? Just like Kovacic is true.
Look, I wanted Luis Enrique for a reason. You cannot beat this Pep if you don't join him. If you don't play the football like he plays it, you are not going to play counter-attacking football and win league here anymore. It's not going to happen here anymore. We have seen it. The closest you
winning the league. So his own student
to catch City is putting the ball on the ground, just like Arteta is doing it.
And Arteta could not beat him with that football. He could not beat him.
How can you just wake up and beat someone that that has far more quality than you.
But
You
King Black,
take off Saka. You take off
Jurgen
Saka,
Klopp
Martinelli.
beats Man City with
Wait.
Ken Gem-
Let me just
with
let me
Ken
put the
Gem pressing.
players.
So they're
Let
beating
me
with
put
Ken Gem pressing.
let me put the players in front of you. Compare these players now. How can we just look at this thing as as if we don't know what's going on here? Saliba is injured and they fell off. One Saliba injury and they are gone. Saka, you take off Saka and Martinelli. There's no quality to match that.
But Saliba is injured.
But Saliba, it doesn't mean.
What do you mean it doesn't mean?
No.
What do you mean it doesn't mean?
If Saliba is injured, they can always find a replacement to replace.
Virgil van Dijk got injury and Liverpool fell off. You can your team can fall off.
But let me ask you a question. I want to ask a question to King Black. Saliba is injured, granted, but if you're heading for the top of the summit, especially chasing the EPL #1, does it really matter if you lose a player?
It does if you don't have enough quality to match the people you're trying to compete with.
Exactly. So that means therefore.
Yes.
Hence why
if we lose Thiago Silva, you see how screwed we look. Okay. That's because we don't have quality. We don't have enough quality. Man City have quality on the bench that it's crazy. Their first touch, everybody in that team, their first touch, except I think Haaland has the worst first touch in the whole team. That's how crazy that team is.
Haaland first touch is still better than half of Chelsea's team, by the way.
That's what I'm saying, K.
Put that by the side.
K. His first touch is still better than half of Chelsea team.
Half of Chelsea team, half. I can guarantee you that.
I'm telling you.
If any of Chelsea player can control ball the way Mares control the ball, that's everybody wanting.
Calm down.
He's enjoying himself, man. Let him enjoy himself. Mr. K, how are you?
No, K, so like,
my guy, I'm still out celebrating, my guy. I'm still out celebrating.
What are you celebrating?
Let me tell you the problem. Arsenal fans, they've been celebrating for 19 years.
Yes, thank you.
So they just got one small game, just dance in front of them. The guy excited.
Yeah. I didn't hear you, my brother.
Why you
I'm coming out this way.
Why did you we start back and we were looking at them? We were looking at them dance.
Okay, hold on. Let's hear King Black and them.
I'm coming out this way, Blue Eyes.
Yes.
Because of the fear of the dominance of this City team. And it's really scary. It's very scary. This guy, Pep just signed how many years contract?
2025.
Exactly.
And Haaland is 22.
Yeah, so the question is
20
that's
or
what I'm
19.
asking. But how come nobody has the guts so? King Black, my brother. How come nobody has
Blue Eyes? We had a chance to have Pep as our. He said he needed a first team. He said he needed his first team, and they said no. Look at what Todd Bowley, Luis Enrique came in and said that I need this, I need that. They said no. It's what we give you.
God bless you.
It's what we give you.
Real coach on the market. So he's Pochettino. He will bring in to compete with Pep.
You understand?
I didn't hear you.
He said he needed his 10 players. His first team, 10 players. He said he needed it. And they said they couldn't give him. And went to Man City. Man City said whatever you want. Man City said whatever you want. Don't worry, come in here.
Yeah, but hold on. This is a question. Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Hold on 1 second.
Let's be honest.
Guys, ladies and gentlemen, I have one question.
Keyman, his first transfer window. Can we pull
King Black? He said we fired too many managers. He did not like that.
King Black, I want to ask a question to all the Chelsea fans out there.
If you can, sorry, Blue Eyes. If you can you pull out the players that Pep has signed? That's been signed since when Pep got there. Just so you know, each season is like 6 players minimum. Before the last 3 years, constantly just bringing in those players.
Because
anyone that wants to go on loan,
because he has to replace the entire
anyone that wants
that he inherited.
King Black, what are we arguing about? Are we arguing that Pep has an ultimate decision, status in Manchester City, that he's the one that actually is building the team? Or are we arguing that Manchester City has a good
Let me put it in layman terms for you. What he's saying is Pep is the GOAT manager. Like, he knows what he wants, and that is why Chelsea cannot be like that. You guys cannot bring in a coach that knows what they want. You guys are just going to be in shambles for a long time. A coach that knows what he wants. That is why Enrique came in and said, I need 10 players. And the guy, no. You are going to work with this. We're going to work with all these Enzo boys. Tomorrow.
Let me wait. Hey, I get what you said, but this is what you don't want.
So Eastridge go Man City.
So I get what you said. That's why I'm kind of having a go at King when he was talking about Chelsea finishing. So I'm like, Chelsea is Chelsea. Arsenal is Arsenal. I get what you say when it comes to Pep, Man City and Co, because they have a recruitment team that work with Pep Guardiola and the people around him. I get that. I'm not disputing that, and I've been saying it for a very long time. But putting Arteta and Arsenal with Chelsea, that's a disrespect, because we have different policies.
What do you mean a disrespect?
No.
What do you mean?
Arsenal is Arsenal.
No.
Arsenal
it's not a disrespect.
No.
If we are in the position where, my point is, Emmy, if you are worth 100,000 naira, and you see someone that is worth 3 million, it doesn't have to be your friend. He's better than you. Right now, he's better than you.
King.
And structurally, the way they are moving, Emmy, yes. Now, he may not be the best Obi Kubana. He may not be that guy. But you are worth 50,000 naira. Why are you bantering someone who is worth 5 million?
We can banter Arsenal because they're a banter club. It's as simple as that.
We are the banter club. We are the ones that spend 600 million.
I want to say something to Kim Black. Listen, Kim Black. Kim Black asked a very important question. But remember, some people, there's what's also called packaging. You can package nothing to look good.
We are just the PSG of the Premier League. We are not in serious team. We are not a team to be taken seriously.
Why are we switching to Chelsea now? I think we're talking about Arsenal.
We are not the team to be taken seriously, Blue Eyes. There's no hope for a trophy next season. There's no hope for top 4.
There's no
Raheem Sterling is your best attacker.
They've not announced Pochettino yet.
I don't even know where these people came up with this Pochettino proposition, but I'm just here. I'm just watching. I'm just suffering and smiling.
We're talking about how Pochettino likes
smiling.
They were talking about Pochettino, how he likes a camera everywhere. Is he a cameraman?
I don't even know.
He likes to plant lemon and lime for spiritual cleansing.
King Black. Everybody, every manager. See, in what?
We can get down to never win anything with those aura for
King Black. You know that we have American
right? That's why I'm saying, Blue Eyes. We're in the position where we are right now. You are bantering us now. Be worried about yourself. You can go 20 years.
Wait.
You can go 20 years.
No,
2047. When Emmy to press phone.
I don't know.
Emmy will need glasses.
Are you a Chelsea fan or a Nasagawa United FC? I'm confused about you.
See, the Chelsea I supported is not this Chelsea.
Yeah,
it's not a project. It's not a 15-year-old project FC project. Yes,
I know that because I know.
So knowing that, you cannot be setting unnecessary. You have to come to reality. I'm a realist. The reality right now.
So King Black, are you saying that Chelsea
is Arteta just a few players
away win the league in 10 years?
No, if you have these clans running the club, they will not win the league in 15. They will not win the league in 15 years. Forget 10 years. 15 years.
Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp, even Arteta remains and gets backed with money with the way they are moving, I'm sorry, with these 15-year-old players we are signing and players that we're just trying to steal off other rivals, we don't have plan. We can just keep going year in, year out, top 4, top 5 Europa League. That's it.
But okay, Kim Black, here comes here. I disagree with what you said because
just because we are Chelsea don't mean we should be
I can review
that.
that.
Let me just say this to back what King Black is saying.
No,
the level to this league, Man City has upgraded it. You cannot be winning this Premier League, can't be winning with 85 points. You will need minimum 90 to 100 points.
Yes.
And for you to get 90 to 100 points, you need to be winning 30 league games. 30. Series 0. Series 0. Do you think with all these games they are trying that?
You don't need to shout. We already established that fact.
We already established that already.
We said for you to beat Manchester City to this title, you need to win 30 matches out of 30.
Yes, we did it already with Blue Eyes already.
So Emi, how is it wrong when I said you can clap for Arsenal? You can not like them, but clap for what they have done this season.
At least Arsenal have won 20. They won 25 out of 37.
Yeah, that's exactly my point. The point I was trying to make.
Yeah, 25 wins, 6 draws, 6 losses.
No, but a lion never claps for a goat.
Because a goat will enter the lion's belly at the end.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
God bless you. I clap for you, man.
I'm sure Abdullah don't understand that proverb.
That was all I was trying to tell you, that Chelsea has a culture. Arsenal has their own culture. Arsenal is Arsenal. Chelsea, we are different.
What is our culture now?
King. You are talking as if in the next 20-15 years, Chelsea will just be a club.
Predictions this season.
Like a club there, just top. Chelsea has a see. Arsenal doing this stuff.
Forget about culture. Forget about culture. If the club is being run by clowns,
hold on. Hold on. See, I said it from day one. Arsenal
rewriting their history. This is
hold on. I get what you said. I'm not disputing what you guys are saying when it comes to Manchester City, but I am rebutting what King was saying when it comes to Arsenal. I will say it again. The last time they won the league was in 2004. So Arsenal, you're talking as if this Arsenal thing is like this dynasty at this. Yeah, credit given to Arteta because it's kind of bring them hope to where they are right now.
Abdullah. You know, let me just say this. When Arsenal won the league 19 years ago, they didn't believe it's going to take them almost 2 decades to win it. Now, Chelsea, no, you guys are counting the years now.
People are seeing 2016. That's what I'm saying.
When was the last time Chelsea won it?
You know what?
When was the last time Chelsea won it? Half a decade, right?
2017.
Soon enough, it will be 1 decade. Soon enough.
16-17. The last time won the Premier League title was in 16-17 under Antonio Conte.
And if you go by the law of trends, if you go by the law of repetition, it favors us.
I don't understand Kilback and KO. I don't know if you guys are watching that Saga United or Gombe FC.
I know Blue Eyes is very optimistic. So Blue Eyes, in your own mind, you think this Pochettino will come in and challenge Pep?
No, everybody knows already. I know.
So what are you now saying?
Let me respond. See, this. This is why I love
Pochettino for you before
this is why I love Chelsea.
Now we be board of directors now.
This is why I love Chelsea fans. If Pochettino doesn't deliver, you sack him. You bring someone else that will deliver what he doesn't deliver. It's simple.
We're not going to be sitting
here.
Abdullah, you are still
Jibs, my brother, you're paying attention. Trends. Jibs, my brother, I see you in the comments.
You are not the reality. Even if Poch start doing bad, what is bad to us is not bad to these owners. These owners are looking for someone that will nurture their kids for them. These are an orphanage home. I told you.
I think disagree.
So how bad do you think it will become?
I still disagree. I still disagree because we have this scenario where we say yes, Todd Bowley and Baghdad Ekbali have done some horrendous rubbish since they're coming. I agree with that. But I can't come here and tell, I will say they don't want to win. They don't have an ambition to win. I completely disagree with that. 100%. I disagree.
I'm just going to say there's no logic signing a coach like Pochettino over Luis Enrique. There's zero logic into it.
Okay. I get what you said in terms of
zero logic into it. So let's just forget about
wait. Because I want to talk about Chelsea, but I'm not a big fan of Poch. I agree with that. But I am not in the conversation they make. We don't know the conversation they make in terms of this is what I want when it comes to Enrique. Hold on. Because
whoever find Pochettino over Luis Enrique, they are fucking clowns, man. I don't care about conversation. I care about winning. And tomorrow,
everybody care about winning.
We use you guys to do.
I get what you say. Everybody care about winning. From you to the fan base, we care about winning. But we don't know what they discuss when you come to the boardroom. See, me, I want Nagelsmann over Enrique. Just because of the way Nagelsmann is as a player. But I also hear some people when it comes to experience in terms of the way they analyze football. When they talk, they prefer Enrique with this analogy. Okay, good. I can work with that analogy too. When it comes to that, I'm not in the interview with Enrique. I don't know what Enrique demands. Because the board might have a different vision, while Enrique has a different vision. If it doesn't work, if both of them don't collide, they will scatter. There is no harm in it. They will scatter. Does that mean Chelsea boardroom and the ownership are clowns that they don't want to win? I disagree. Because I believe they have an ambition to win.
Abdullah, so what is the vision?
We may not know the vision now because they are.
The vision is the baby to breastfeed these babies.
You can't say that. No. You cannot say that. I disagree. You can't say that because a owner cannot spend close to 5 billion. And you say they are bringing kids in.
Forget about 5 billion. What they are trying to do is they go buy these players. These players will be at the club for 9, 7, 8, 9 years. So they don't have to think about buying for a long time.
Their logic is for them to be at 8, 9 years.
We are telling you the logic. There's nothing to hide about.
I understand. I understand the era of social media right now when we are because right now when we work with trend and everything, I get that. I want to win like you, and that doesn't mean the ownership doesn't want to win.
Abdullah, let me ask you a question. Why would you bring a player? Why would you bring a player and give him 10 years contract?
The players and the manager, and the players and the boardroom may have the same vision when it comes to 10 years, long time.
What is the reason behind it? What do you think is the reason behind it?
I don't know what they discuss when it comes to giving the contract.
Let me just tell you the basic logic behind it. You want to breastfeed these players till they are grown.
Okay.
10 years. Okay.
Let me put it to you right now and say, what if it might not happen? But what if Pochettino comes in the season when the league about Pep? Are you gonna call that a lucky or are you gonna call that an anomaly? Because I rate Pep highly. No. You need to answer me. You need to answer that question. You need to answer that question. What if Pep comes in?
Leicester won the league and they'll be relegating this year. But my point is, it's not even going to happen because the level.
Hasn't answered my question yet. What if Pochettino comes in this season? Is the manager? What if he comes in next season? He wins the league over Pep with 1 point. We look at that anomaly or we look at that a fluke?
I will answer the question. You said what if, which means it's a conditional statement, okay? Yes. But I'm giving it to you right now. Pochettino is not coming in and winning 30 matches. It's not possible. Forget it. It's not going to happen in his dreams. It's not going to happen in his reality. He's not winning 30 matches.
We don't know.
It's not going to happen.
I don't know.
Abdullah, bet anything on it. It's not going to happen. It's not coming in and winning 30 matches.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, I know.
I still don't know.
I know. Abdullah, write it down. I know.
I still don't know because we don't have a UCL or Europa League. Poch can come in and go all out in the Premier League. It's very possible. We've done this bullshit before.
Even Blue Eyes, that is like the most optimistic man.
No, Abdullah, wait. I want to say one thing.
Okay, I'm not in support of Poch, but without the
Blue Eyes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can hear you, my brother.
Is Poch coming in and winning 30 matches next season?
For we are one. We are.
Okay.
No way.
Let me say another person that's optimistic here. Mr. Abdul.
Poch is not coming here to win. Listen,
Mr. Abdul, is Abdul here?
Yeah.
Mr. Abdul.
Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. I want to ask you a question. I said, is Poch coming in next season and winning 30 games in the league?
It depends on the mindset.
No. This current mindset. Is he coming in and winning?
Oh, the Poch will no.
Oh, okay. Who else is on this panel? How many people have Ajax now? 2. King Black. It's like
King Black don't go wrong.
Go. Everyone on this panel knows this guy is not coming in and winning 30 games. So sorry, Emmy, my boss. Is Poch coming in? Is Poch coming in and winning 30 games?
Na pepper soup.
And Abdullah is telling me the board has seen one vision.
No, there's no
the 7-man panel that we have here. I've seen the vision.
Both with your feet just wrote it right. He said Chelsea have 43 points now. Mm-hmm. If he's going to get 90 points, he needs to get 47 more points. Mm-hmm. That 47 more points is at least 15 wins, right? Or less 13 to 15 wins. It's not possible. And that means you're saying that Chelsea, you expect him to win you expect him to win 13 more teams compared to this season. And then you're telling him that, oh, guess what? All those games that we used to lose, we used to draw, you want him to now change those draws to wins and change
Wait, Emmy.
I want to ask one last question, my guy. Emmy, sorry.
Right.
I know everybody are saying, yeah, Chelsea did this, blah, 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 with Conte, blah, blah, blah. When Conte came in, he had an identity. Emmy, I know you are the one that's very you're like the most tactical person on this panel. What is Poch identity? What is it bringing?
So Poch plays he plays a unique kind of football, which to me is not sustainable because his players tire out after match 24 of every season. That's why he has not won the league. And he starts very well. Most times Poch teams, they run a lot, they close the ball, they try to win the ball at certain parts of the field, and actually, he plays counter-attacking football, but it's like counter-press football, right? Because he likes to win the ball up the field. And he plays with structure. The only problem with Poch is his teams tire out after halfway through the season. That's like week 24. That might not be halfway, but from week 24 to week 38, they struggle. They struggle to even carry their legs. They can't even run anymore. The players are dead. So if Chelsea say, oh, Poch is their guy, they have to have 2 standing quality teams to actually back him in such a way where, if he rotates, 5 or 6 players, after every
that's not going to happen.
Wait now. I'm just saying if. Remember, conditional. Like I think Kay taught us conditional statement just now. If. Now the thing is, right, if Chelsea wants to say this is our guy, they need to go and get him 18 to 19 top quality players that have technique, they have the abilities to play through tight spaces, that can win games, that also can stay consistent in their performance levels through 38 games.
If Chelsea will do that, why didn't they go for Enrique?
Wait, KK. What I just laid out is impossible for Chelsea to find because where are they going to find those players right now? They don't even have a good scouting system. They don't have. There's so many
We
things.
don't even have a good spine. We don't even have a good spine.
Yeah. So let me tell you. A team like Man City can change 4 players and they will maintain the strength of their team. Players like Mahrez has not played. When last you see Mahrez? Mahrez has not played for 3 weeks.
God.
Mahrez has not played for 3 weeks. If Mahrez was at Chelsea, they would have played Mahrez.
Mahrez not played the Madrid game.
No. Did he play? Oh, maybe he played. Oh, yeah, he played for just 2 minutes or 4 minutes. Yeah,
He's been playing, but we don't know because they all play like similar type of their style of play. If Kevin De Bruyne is not even playing, you don't know because the quality they still have without him is just amazing. Their close control in tight spaces, all of them. You bring Chukwuemeka to come and do that one here, he will just look lost.
Chukwuemeka
Chukwuemeka cannot play.
Imagine telling Pep, I know that you need a winger, but I'm going to
I can't even argue.
Don't kill me.
Imagine telling Pep, I know you need wingers, but I don't know these guys, but we are going to give you Madueke. Maybe you can turn him to magician.
And they'll bring up statistics
and data.
Mathematics.
Let me ask you guys a question, right? Which data analyst do they have in Man City? Do you know the person's name?
Bro, you just need, if you're a Man City fan, it will be easier. You
don't need any data analyst. You're winning games. You're winning
exactly.
They don't. No.
Exactly.
They need data. They still use data. They use eye tests. They have like 6 of them.
No,
there's a lot of people working there. Elite.
You're not getting
elite level.
You're not getting what Blue Eyes just said. You are winning games. Who's going to ask you? Are you using data to check how many sprints per second Foden has done, or how many pushbacks Haaland has done? Okay, Haaland is scoring. Man City is winning. Who cares? Come on, chop your data and put it inside your this thing, your ear.
But now their data, now their data carry them reach level where they win. So that's what I'm saying. The Blue Eyes, the data, the men, the hands-on, the coach, assistants, everybody all together. Now them carry them reach level where we say they are winning with or without data. You take Pep away, you put the Zabi. We never even get that conversation. You put the Zabi in Man City too. This is how they will be balling out even more.
So what are you trying to say, that Pep sucks?
There's already no. Pep is a he's on God mode. That's what I'm saying. I said this.
But you don't get
to fans, to a lot of you guys.
So how does the Zebi step in and maintain?
In Man City,
yeah, how?
He doesn't even have much work to do. Just to explain, look at what he's doing at Brighton. I give him.
But you don't get this Zebi. The last time we talked, you don't get this guy.
Yeah, I didn't know him. How can you rate someone you don't know? I didn't know him now.
Black, the reason I asked the question is anything you see.
Hold on, you don't know.
Kim Black, hold on. Anything that you and I see. No, Kim Black, hold on. Anything that we all see of Man City today is under Pep's design. True or false?
Yeah, it is. It is.
So again, anything you see today in a Pep now, for Man City in a Pep, unless Man City fans will come and say otherwise. No.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true.
Pep, man. Pep has been cooking for a while. The only thing, that's why I don't want him to win Champions League. Because like Achilles.
Remember
Brad Pitt. Remember Brad Pitt in that movie.
Blue Eyes, we wait in silence.
What's the name of that movie when Brad Pitt, when he was this hero, but he's Achilles heel? We need to hold Pep by that Champions League so that he cannot come and just run the whole league like that. Come on.
If he wins it, it's finito. That's it.
He cannot.
Abdullah, can I make 2 statements?
Yeah, because I'm about to round up.
I know Carl is going to laugh.
You're about to round up.
Yeah, but talk.
No, only King Black don't talk for half of the time now.
King Black, I don't know why King Black. It a very. I don't understand that because.
No, it's good, man.
I go football is good. Sometimes you can agree and disagree. It's good. That's why we love football.
You know what I'm pissed off is that Man City now will give us their 90 goals and they will still beat us tomorrow now. Why?
Man City will probably change their first team and use all this called Palmer and all this and still give
That's
us
what I'm
4
saying
days.
now.
And they will still boss your Enzo, by the way. All your babies that they want you to breastfeed.
And since they said my boy is not good enough, sell him and use Chukwuemeka. No problem.
Anyway,
We are in for a long run.
Let me make my two statements. Let me say.
I'll always be there.
Go ahead.
The first statement I was about to make was regarding that question Kay was asking. He said, like, if
I will be here now. Put the Chukwuemeka project.
I'm only Chukwuemeka.
Hold on, King Black. No.
I'm targeting my
that question.
How you targeting my black brother? But Abdul talk.
Target Gallagher. You know, target Odudu.
It's the amount to now Chukwuemeka one target. Respect yourself.
Now they are telling us we have enough quality. We just need
respect
to
yourself. You don't target point. You're not targeting point. You're not targeting cocaine. Gallagher. You're not targeting Ayamatanga. You're targeting Chukwuemeka. Respect yourself.
King Black said, "I said, man, no, Chukwuemeka." I'm like, let me hear what Abdul have to say.
Abdul talk, no mind King Black.
Oh my God.
So regarding that question, Kay was asking that can Pochettino win us? Did you say 27 games?
I said 30, I put a question to him. I said, what if Poch
guys, I have to go. Take care, guys.
Right. I said, what if Poch comes in and win the league next season? What would Kay say? And Kay said, if it's a conditional word, which I agree with him that he doesn't see it happen. I said I disagree because we are not playing Champions League or Europa League. So there is a scenario and a possibility where it can happen.
Oh, okay. So my point is, okay, I know Pochettino cannot do it, but I tell you, there are some coaches in this world. Presently, there are some coaches that I think they can do it for this Chelsea next season, especially if you are able to recruit maybe like 1 or 2 extra players for them. They can do it. They can win 30 games next season. And then that stuff that Emmy said that City will win the Champions League, I beg to differ. You're going to get a shock in that Champions League final. Trust me.
Go ahead, Abdul. Continue.
No, those were the only 2 points I wanted to make.
Okay.
Who is going on loan?
So to round up quick, Blue Eyes.
Yes, sir.
They lost today. Can these idiot butlers win the Bundesliga?
Nah.
Bayern lost today.
Listen, what I was telling you guys about Thomas Tuchel, where is it?
Blue Eyes, can Borussia Dortmund do it tomorrow and win the league? Because they win tomorrow.
When I was telling you guys about Thomas Tuchel, no, you guys are not listening to what I'm saying. When I was telling you guys about Thomas Tuchel, you thought I was joking. Thomas Tuchel is. Anyways.
And our boy bought today. I was impressed with him.
Who?
Christopher Nkunku.
Yeah, because he scored penalty.
It's not penalty, but it's kind of overall play. I was impressed. He just came back from injury, so keep an eye on all players were signing though.
He look ordinary. He look okay, man. Let him come. Let's see what he can do. But yeah, man.
So this is the league table.
There's still.
So if Dortmund win, Dortmund go above Bayern.
When somebody say let's have a discussion about Thomas Tuchel, some people should just humble and have a discussion.
Yeah. If Blue Eyes, if he loses this league, it's going to look so bad. Wow, it's going to look so bad, especially to Dortmund. If he loses to Dortmund, there's no excuse. I'm sorry.
Let's see, Sean.
That's what I'm saying. Like when people say let's have a discussion about Thomas Tuchel, let's have a discussion.
How many games there?
Just one game left.
No.
They played
34 games in Bundesliga with just one game more.
Is it? 34?
Yeah, 34.
I thought it was 35. I thought it was 35.
34.
Wait, how many teams are there?
18.
Oh, so it's 34. Oh, yeah.
You don't think Thomas Tuchel should have closed this league out 2 weeks ago?
I think it should have. And I think for me, because for me, the problem with when I look at this Bayern team, the problem is, I think it's two things for me. One, they've checked out, and secondly, they were shocked with the way Nagelsmann was sacked. In that much as Bayern representative and the board doesn't feel the same way. But I think the players knows you let go of Nagelsmann. Yeah, you bring in a net manager in Tuchel. But what is like building a chemistry and togetherness with the manager, and you cut it off and you bring someone else in the middle.
But they were fighting Nagelsmann though. The Bayern players.
It was only the senior players. Only the senior
players, Bryce. Emmy was only the senior players.
And they were not even playing the
When you say the senior players,
Manuel Neuer,
Muller,
Muller, Noah, and who?
Mane. Mane is not even a senior player, but older player.
Mane be fighting everywhere it goes, man. Blow people's mouth anyhow, man.
It's not a black brother, but like, I get it. Okay, when Blue Eyes, Madam Choma don't come at you, straight bullet. George Thomas Tuchel in his full season at Blue Eyes tall.
Choma, man. You see, that's why I like Choma. Choma is my person. Choma attack immediately, man.
No wahala.
Choma, no problem.
But Choma, will have a discussion if he lose the Bundesliga to Dortmund.
No, hold on. Can I respond to Choma, please?
Go ahead.
As fireworks, they shoot out of my... Listen, Choma, let me tell you something. You don't need a whole season to understand where Thomas Tuchel is going to end, because Thomas Tuchel is a so-called seasoned gaffer. You can tell where Thomas Tuchel will end up by a few games. Choma, you forgot. You don't need a whole season. And this is the reason why teams fire coaches and people are surprised. Because you don't really need a whole season to decide to make that. You just need to see a few games. You need to see a few scenarios. And so far...
Wait, Blue Eyes, I want to ask you a question. If Tuchel was not sacked, how many points would we have ended the season with?
Sorry?
If Tuchel was still at Chelsea and he was not sacked, how many points would we have ended the season with?
I listen, for me, I was very critical of Tuchel. So I was one of the few.
No, a lot of us were. And rightfully so.
And what I found with Tuchel that I did not like is that he was stubborn. And if you come to Chelsea and you want to be that stubborn coach, you're not going to go anywhere.
That's not true.
No. Blue eyes.
What do you mean?
A lot of stubborn people that come Chelsea.
Yeah, but no, there's
Sarri came to Chelsea.
Stubborn was not Sarri. The only success that Sarri got was Europa. You can.
Well, he got to the finals, right? And lost to Mancity.
What do you mean?
Let me tell you something, Blue Eyes.
Anybody
that gets to the final and loses to Mancity.
What are you talking about? Which final?
He got to the Carling Cup final where Pep kept out, refused to come out. But
no. Emi, hold on. Please, if we're going to have this discussion, let's not talk about Carling Cup, please.
No, but
let's talk about football. Let's talk about football.
But come on, man. That's a major cup final.
No. Please stop.
No, right. People are talking about Charity Shield, and you're saying that we shouldn't talk about.
Stop.
The Carling Cup. The Carling Cup is like Copa
del Rey.
It's like Copa del Rey.
It's like entire sport. Relax.
No, it's not like entire sport. It's like Copa del Rey in Spain, right?
Relax, easy. I get you.
No, but we hear you. We appreciate. Amy, we appreciate you. We appreciate you, Amy. You're right.
No, it's like Copa del Rey. So guess what? This season, Ancelotti won only the Copa del Rey, right? Apart from
so because of that, we should clap for him, Abi.
No, I'm just saying, but don't look down on the League Cup, right? It's still a cup. Look at what's his name, the Manchester United coach. That might be the only trophy he wins this year, and they celebrated it. This is Manchester United, who have all the penalties, right?
That's different.
It's not different. No.
Wait.
This is Ten Hag's first season, right? He won the Carling Cup.
No. Listen, if Poch comes to Chelsea and wins a League Cup in his first season, that's a very big achievement.
Okay, so why is Blue saying that the Carling Cup is not a big cup? Like it's okay.
No,
okay.
I didn't say that. I just said, are we really talking about Carling Cup?
No, but Carling, well, I think that at least that's
Nah,
that's
about Carling Cup, then let's know the kind of football.
I just want to drop one real quick line. That season, Sarri took us to the Carling Cup final. We are not going to the final of that Carling Cup in a while, right?
So that means Frank Lampard really did well. FA Cup final. Wow, Frankie.
No, he didn't win anything at the end, right?
So now he didn't win anything. So now he didn't win anything. Now you want to go to details, have you?
He lost to Arteta now. He lost to Arsenal.
Exactly.
This guy lost to Man City.
Who did Sarri lose to?
Guys, let me ask you one question.
He lost to Pep.
Your agenda, Amy.
Guys, let me ask you.
He met Unai Emery in the final of the. Unai Emery has never lost a Europa League final.
Can you just give Frank Lampard his credit? Then
I don't care about Lampard. But I just want to drop a point. Unai Emery has never lost a Europa League final.
Human is going to say Frank Lampard is from you.
His first loss, Unai Emery's first loss in Europa League was against Sarri in Baku. Yeah. So let's.
So guys, tomorrow, because I wanted to talk about it, I was not able to talk about it. Tomorrow we'll touch on Europa League final. Somebody must beat each other in that Europa League final.
It's Roma versus Sevilla.
We're also going to touch about congratulations to West Ham too, making the conference league.
I can't wait for Uncle Mo
Declan Rice.
I want him to lose that final.
We'll also do a congratulations.
I'm just happy how everybody has shot the off with Declan Rice. Now everybody believes Declan Rice.
I don't care.
But Declan Rice is the best DM in world.
Let me ask Blas.
No, hold on. I just want to say something. Abdullah, let me just say something. Declan Rice is the best DM in world football right now.
My God.
So wait, let me ask you a question, Blue Eyes. So if Arsenal buy Declan Rice in that midfield, do they win the league next year?
No.
Wait. No. If Arsenal get if Arsenal
I just asked the question. Don't change the question.
I'll tell you his answer.
Yeah, tell me the answer.
If Arsenal get Rice, Mount, and Lampard, they win the league.
Oh, stop! You're trolling. Blue Eyes.
I'm serious. Ask Blue Eyes. They win the league.
Blue Eyes. If Arsenal buys Declan Rice next year and also get a striker that can score them 15 to 20 goals,
I don't think they'll buy a striker. They want to go for midfielder and
wait now. I just said those two additions, right? Declan Rice and a striker that can score 15 to 20 goals.
That question.
Will they win the league next year? Yes or no?
No.
Yes.
No.
What are you talking about?
For me, no. Why I said no is.
Let me. Did you hear why I said yes?
Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
The reason why I say yes is simple. It's just simple. Declan Rice is the best defensive midfielder. Not defensive. Sorry. I almost committed sacrilege. Declan Rice is the best. Hold on. Declan Rice is the best central midfielder in world football today.
I disagree.
In form.
I disagree.
CM, he's the best CM right now.
I disagree. I still disagree. In world football, you can say that in Premier League.
Right now.
Right now?
Yes.
Is it Rodri?
Better than
Rodri?
Never.
No. Okay, Blue Eyes. Okay.
No, Blue Eyes. Something is going on here.
Hold on.
Let him land.
Let me
better than Kimmich?
No. Let him land. Continue, Blue Eyes.
Listen. Remember that Rodri has people like Kevin De Bruyne that is running into space.
Hold on.
When Kevin De Bruyne is running into space, all you have to do is one pass.
James is clean.
I don't understand Blas today. I know get.
James is clipping you, man. James said end the stream.
James, make this clip, man. This
Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes really say Declan Rice is better than Rodri. Come on.
Comfortably now.
Stop. Declan Rice is not even better than Brozovic.
Top less of Kimmich. Brozovic is very far. Kimmich.
Declan Rice, that's okay. Listen, I love the way that people view Declan Rice. It's amazing.
Let him go to Arsenal.
Wait, see.
I'll tell you guys something. Blue Eyes cannot pass up. No. Rice cannot pass a ball if his life depended on it. Believe me, he cannot. I'm
So
sorry.
I'm waiting for Rice to
That
make
guy
that
cannot pass a
60 to
ball.
70
All he
passes
does is he just grabs
without
it.
giving away
No,
the
no,
ball.
no, no. You know what makes me laugh, guys? You know what makes me laugh is that we've been having this discussion with Amy for the past 2 years.
I tell you.
Hold on, and for some weird reason, Declan Rice keeps flourishing. Amy cannot deny this.
Is he really flourishing?
Of
Because
course,
of Conference
come on,
League.
of
Because
course.
Conference League final?
Come on. Not Conference League final. Europa.
No, it's Conference League.
Conference League.
Conference League final, not a Europa
Yeah,
League
West
final.
Ham versus Florentina is the Conference League.
Conference League final, Blue Eyes.
But if they win, they'll qualify
Yeah,
for
if they win, they'll be in the
Yeah,
Europa
they'll
League.
go to Europa. Yeah, next season.
No,
I don't.
Lois,
Okay.
Lois.
Wait, Abdul. Before you go, you see that Florentina West Ham match? I want to see. Wait.
Hold on. I need to say something really quick.
Wait, let me just say this.
Is it Conference League final? Is it Conference League final?
Oh my god.
Is it Conference League final?
Yes, Conference League final.
No.
So we're going to see Amrabat versus Declan Rice. Amrabat versus Declan Rice.
No,
we are going to have that discussion. I'm going to watch that match.
I don't do Conference League, man. Sorry, man. I thought this was Europa League.
Wow. Look at him change the narrative. Look at him change narrative now.
See.
Wow.
Blue Eyes.
I don't do Conference League.
Blue Eyes. We're going to
watch Amrabat versus Declan Rice. We have to have that discussion.
How do you want me to start watching
Don't worry, we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Yellow House versus Green House.
No. Actually, Conference League is Nougat games. Nigerian
Greenhouse versus Yellow House for what?
Also, I'll keep my eye on the what's called.
When is that final?
The conference league is June 7th. Is it June 10th? June
7th. You know, saying that from that Nougat games, they discover people like Francis Obikwelu.
Yes, now I'm on Nougat games. All my boys will play Nougat games.
No, I follow come up on Nougat.
Nougat is the best according to Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes is sick in the head.
Let's not go there. Well, but why do you think I know Congo campus well now?
You sabi Congo?
Look at this guy.
You be Zaria boy. You know be Zaria boy.
No,
KD boy.
Why do you think I know Congo campus? That's what I'm saying. I'm not. No, that's why I asked you the question that way. Exactly, man.
Okay, from Nogavi. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Guys, like the video, subscribe. My people, smash the like button, guys. We'll write tomorrow.
I'm like energy stream before he has another house.
You
will. Big up.
I don't blame you. Before Blue Eyes talk another one. Blue Eyes say
before I send it to the country where I know here.
You say?
Before I send me to a place where I know here.
Go campus.
Yeah, when I send me to a place where I never reached before in my life, I beg.
No, Nougat games is Nougat games now. There's nothing special about Nougat games.
There's something special there. Now those games are really nice to watch.
No, of course. No, it's just Nougat games.
Is it like a stand football?
No, Nigerian
university games now.
Yeah, you get top athletes, man. Like football, real muscle ball. Like you play Nougat game, they jam you. No. Oh, big stadium. They play it in the big stadiums, though.
Yeah.
And because the street I live is like I don't know. I live in like a cartoon stuff like that. We have big.
No. They no host for that those kind of places. Where they host is like major cities, right?
But the beauty of it all is they have it for different levels. They have Nougat games. They have now I think they call it for Polytechnic. They got Polytechnic, and then they have College of Education, Nasega games. There's different levels. There's different levels.
I know the Sega one, but I don't do the Nougat one.
Before we go, this guy called Gift Urban, he dropped a bomb today against Arsenal. When he said that he wants to sign for Manchester United or Manchester City or Liverpool, that he doesn't want to go to Arsenal. This is a Nigerian guy. Gift Urban. The guy is the highest goal scorer in the Belgian league currently, right? And he's saying that he doesn't want to go to Arsenal because Arsenal looks like a team that doesn't want to win titles. Wow. And that same day, Nottingham Forest now beat Arsenal. My God, the whole place went on fire because everyone was like, no wonder Arsenal really doesn't win titles. You know, I never talked about Arteta, Abdullah. You did me wrong today, but I'll press that your big news.
Don't worry, no.
You don't let me talk about Arteta.
In Black pissed me off, Jared. Comparing Chelsea to Arsenal.
No, I really wanted to talk about that Arsenal Chelsea team because
a lot of Arsenal streams have been hunting for this guy called Gift Auburn. That he's yabbing them. He's taking the piss. You know, Igal, Arsenal stream guy. He's been ranting about. He's been ranting about against this boy for everywhere. Arsenal cannot sign this game. Cannot sign this boy again.
No
matter what.
No. That the water don't pass the ship. How did he call himself? Yeah, the water and the ship don't pass themselves. Anyway, what I felt about Arteta today, I just want to really say this right. Today I saw Arteta not shouting, not screaming. He just stood there, folded his arms, and watched his team, get bullied because Nottingham Forest play a particular type of football that is poto football. They draw you into that poto football, and guess what? If you enter that poto, then they will dirty you anyhow, right? Arsenal could not cope. Those guys were physical. They kicked Arsenal. They got into Arsenal's head. Arsenal were conceding unnecessary fouls. They were just doing things that normally they don't do, right? And today I was like, no, this Arsenal team needs to still grow up. That if they go next season the way they are, like I don't know who said it, but they won't get 84 points. They won't get 84 points next season. Arsenal, they will not get 84 points next season. They need to add at least 3 or 4 experienced players, that will give them a full spine. I think they have a good goalkeeper. But they need to get another central defender, another midfielder that can create and that has the skill.
They're going for Declan Rice, and I think Mose can say it.
Okay. And then they also need to get a right back because this guy playing right back for them, what's his name? Ben White. It's a disability to them because they can't attack from the right. They can only attack through the left, right? And everybody knows them. Next season, they're going to figure Arteta out. All those is 4-2-3.
They're already figuring him out already.
You're already figuring him out because the reason why he lost the league was those draws against Southampton, the draw against West Ham, and against Liverpool. Those 3 draws in April made him drop so much. From 8 points, it closed down to 4 points, right? And Mancity just stayed consistent, and they've been dropping points left, right. That Brighton last week against Brighton actually killed. That
was a capitulation.
That was a knockout blow last week against
That
Brighton.
was a low blow.
Yeah, it was a blow to the belly, man. Their belly run sharply, Anyway, we go reason them.
We go reason them tomorrow. We go forgive them tomorrow. Arsenal fans, I don't want to stream. I say make I do stream for now today. Arsenal fans, I have do stream for now. And I don't happy. I be since like I don't bottle the league. I have do stream for now.
For the record, real quick, man. Blue Eyes, it's Denver versus Miami in the finals, man.
You think so?
Yes.
I hope so, man. I just want
to.
I don't care against who, but I just want us in the finals. That's my prayer.
Boston,
one game at a time.
I've seen through Boston. They don't have that X factor, and that X factor is that boy called Butler.
Jim Butler.
Yeah.
No, but one game at a time, man. I don't want to jump the gun.
Oh man, are you serious, Blue Eyes? You are the most optimistic on this whole channel.
No, with this,
Blue Eyes will say Lampard will win.
The problem with me. Let me tell you something about Boston is that Jason Tatum, right, can wake up and put a 50-piece. So we're just waiting for that day. But so far, he hasn't been able to do that. So I'm not sure if it's an attribution to our defense or if it's the fact that he's choked. And it's looking like it's our defense. But you always got to solve your X's and O's is always going to be around Jason Tatum putting up a 50-piece. Because if he puts up a 50-piece, then what about the rest of the guys? That's the problem. That's why Miami is good. Our number one guy can do 25 and the rest can do 10, 15, 10, 15.
Yeah, and everybody comes off the bench and does something.
Now, let me tell you who my number one guy is for Miami right now. is Gabe Vincent. Nah,
Oh yeah. That guy,
he plays for the Tigers for Nigeria. He's our number one point guard.
Also, guys, like we're discussing in this thing,
Bam, man, Bam, oh boy, Bam.
We'll talk a little bit on music a little bit tomorrow. We just I don't know if you guys listen to Two-Face talk when he was talking about music and stuff and everything. When he was bashing, I was seeing Emmy replying to one girl. Emmy on Twitter. Was it you? I think it was you. Replying to two babas comment on one lady.
I'm tired of Two-Face and his wife, man.
His wife, Two-Face.
Two-Face wife, Sabi say Two-Face they run shows. Two-Face has about 5 different baby mamas, right?
Baby mama, imagine that.
8 different children, right?
8 different mama.
And guess what? Almost every day, the girl go the vex say almost what she go the vex say Two-Face they follow girl here. But if you the vex, why you leave the guy? Leave the guy. There's no point. I'm tired of every 4th Eke day, every 4th Eke market day, you go come, you will just start the come on rapper, the shout for street. Nah, man. Organic. Hey, listen. Why you always complaining? You know that this is how this guy is. Leave the guy if you know said.
No. People like that will never listen. Amy, come on, you should know. People like that will never leave. They will never leave, man.
Okay, why won't they leave? Because they like to answer number one. Oh, I'm his wife.
They will never leave, but they will do the whole shenanigans like you're saying, but they will never leave. Impossible, man. No, man. Come on.
They stop complaining on every 4th Eke market day. Let us go to market and carry on.
When you complain, you pick up about 350 subscribers.
Oh.
Interesting, guys. At this moment, I'm pissing out here.
Yeah,
at this moment, I don't piss out. We go talk tomorrow, Miss Week. People in the chat, girls, pretend you didn't hear this. Pretend you didn't hear this.
Forget.
Pretend say you didn't hear this.